have me come in here and do my job to the utmost, and then you can't pay me.
Well, that's probably one of the most amazing things to me. It's people that are it's not even overextending yourself. It's people that want services and they want things. All right, you want the you want the tuna belly, the Toro. You want the tuna belly, you want that caviar taste, but you got Walmart pockets.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to ball on a budget.
Got McDonald's money.
Listen, yo, I never shy away. Like if somebody comes to me and they say, "Yo, I really want to do a banger video. I want to do a series. I need to post more content for my brand, for whatever it might be." And I say to them, "What are you expecting out of this? Like, are you looking to increase the revenue of your business? Are you looking to generate traffic, awareness? What are you looking to do?" "Oh, I'm looking to do all of that." "Great. What's your budget to get all of this done?" "Oh, you know, X." Well, it's going to be 3 times what their budget is. I'm not one to sit there and go, "What? That's what you want to?" No, I'll be like, "Hey, listen, I'm not the guy for you. Like that, my prices don't align with what you're looking to do." No, these motherfuckers will just send you out. You'll do the whole fucking job, unless part of it's my fault. Part of it's my own fault because I just explained to you off camera. I get too busy with the everyday monotonous tasks
Yeah.
of running a business,
Yeah.
the answering, the emails, the setting up new shoots, the invoicing. So one of my issues has been that my paperwork isn't always put out on every job. I fuck myself, man. It's a learning curve that I just keep making the same
True.
mistake. I fuck myself by doing that because now I don't have a leg to stand on in certain cases.
I
So,
agree. I
you know,
agree.
to me, it's like whenever I owe somebody money, whenever I owe somebody something, that's all that's in my head.
Yeah.
I hate when someone has something over me like that. Like, "Oh, yo, I spotted you at dinner," or which doesn't happen.
No, of
But
course, but
but you
I
get
know
those
exactly what you
motherfuckers that
mean.
are totally cool with that. They're totally cool with like you send the Venmo request, "Hey, yo, you owe $150 for the dinner the other night." Week, 2 weeks. Come on, dog. Phone's in your hand, man. We know that you got the phone. We know you got the request. Just pay the fucking invoice for anything. It's crazy to me that they are just so nonchalant about leaving money that they owe somebody.
Exactly.
Crazy. Shows me a lot of character. It shows me exactly the type of person that you are. But man, that is
You
just
notice a lot of problems come due to money. It's a lot of problems that stem from money. It's I spoke about this the other day in the gym with a couple of friends of mine, but it's just you could either put money in people's hands and find out who they really are. Um, a lot of times people say money changes people, but I don't think it changes you. I just feel like it allows you to be the real you.
yep.
You just don't give a fuck. There's no inhibition anymore, you know? You feel like you don't need people for anything, so I got money, what the fuck I need this person for? I could just be the dickhead, the asshole I want to be, and it is what it is, you know? But the thought of money to some people just automatically brings out the shiciness. You could automatically tell. You know what I'm saying? Like the thought of a person making money. Yo, if I do this right here, I can make this much. And they're already willing to throw people under the bus. They'll do whatever it takes just to make for the dollar.
And back the bus over you on the way out.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Just to make sure you ain't gonna ask no questions afterwards.
Yep.
What what is that? I in all the years that I've trained, the first ever real legit sessions that I ever had, I had a problem, big problem, and it came from money. I walked almost an hour and 45 minutes to work every morning, and I found a client that wanted to train at 5 a.m. And when she trained me the first day, she was like, "You got to train my husband too, but he gets off of work. He can be in here at 6 p.m." So I have a 5 a.m. and a 6 p.m. This is the first two clients of my life, a husband and a wife. Okay. They wanted to train every day, 5 days a week. That's already 10 sessions a week I have right there. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm trying to fill in everybody else in between. Okay. As I go. Weeks go by. And now I'm new. I'm young. I'm like, shit, you know what? I'm a little uncomfortable having to ask for payment, but I have to. So I was like, listen, when you get a chance, I need you to bring in some money. Oh, yes, yes, of course, of course, of course. Um, my husband will bring it in later on. I said, cool. Now that day, the owner of the building, the owner of the gym was like, listen, Jamal, you haven't paid us for almost a month. So if you don't come up with this money, I'm withholding your hourly wage. Like I'm not paying you.
Docking your pay.
I said, no, I get it. I get it. I'll have it for you today. I'm young. So the husband comes in, he's like, I'm so sorry I didn't get a chance to get to the bank. I literally got right off the train and came straight here. I said, okay. This goes on for another week. So now,
Every excuse, every time there's an excuse, you feel it in your gut.
oh, I know.
You're just
I
like,
know.
man, you think I'm dumb. You really think I'm that fucking stupid, don't
Mhm.
you?
And so
Cool.
I sat down and I remember being like, another week goes by. So now they owe me for a month. That's a couple $1,000s. So the husband comes in the evening again. I say, listen, man, they're not paying me. They're withholding my money because I haven't paid them for the sessions that we've done. Jamal, I'm so sorry. Normally you work out right after this session, correct? After we train, you work out right afterwards, right? And I said, yes. He says, all right, when we're done today, get your workout in. Here's my address. I literally live walking distance around the corner from the gym. Come to my house. I'll give you your check. I said, bet. Finish the session. He walks out. I start getting warmed up to get my workout in. And the manager, the owner, I'm sorry, is walking back and forth. I automatically feel like he's just looking at me
Yeah,
because I know I haven't paid the man. So I can't focus to work out. I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna go to the crib right now. So I walk out the gym. I walk up the block and around the corner. I get to the house. The lights are on. I climb, walk up the steps, ring the doorbell. I wait. I see the curtains move. Nobody comes. I ring the doorbell again. Lights go out.
Mm.
I stand and wait a little bit, ring the doorbell again. I'm like, you know what? They did just have a baby. Maybe they're trying to put the baby to sleep. Let me give them the benefit of the doubt. And instead of ringing the doorbell, I'm going to knock a few times. So I knock a few times. Nothing. I said, they're putting the baby to sleep. Let me just sit here and wait. I was supposed to work out, finish my workout, and then come. They're not expecting me till later on.
Even though you know your gut,
In my gut,
you know what's
I'm
up.
ready to kick in their door.
Yeah, you know what's up, but you're given every opportunity. You're just going, you know what? So and so's busy.
I'm trying to be a better person.
It's
bro.
cool. I'm gonna be understanding and this and that. Yeah.
So I sit down on the stairs, and then there's 3 police cars pull up.
5-0.
And I'm like, what's this? They start walking up the driveway towards me. And now I'm sitting on the step. And they're like, excuse me, we're here answering a call for disturbing the peace, trespassing, and what else did he say? Forget what else he used.
And they
And I-
used your first name, right?
Not yet, not yet.
But I remember you told you,
So I
you had
said-
said that they used your
I
first
said,
name.
no, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be here. And he was like, you're Jamal, right? I was like,
Yeah.
what? He's like, Jamal's your name. I said, yeah. He says, yeah, we're here for you.
Hmm.
I was like, fuck are you talking about? Now, listen, I, God was with me that day. And I'm going to tell you why. Because normally, I've already at this point have been beaten up by police officers, like whatever. I'll mouth off. I used to get a little crazy when I was younger. That day, I knew I was about to get 7 warning shots in my back. I was willing. I was so angry. And I stood up from the steps, and I was just in a very argumentative mood. All 4 of those police officers never once put their hand on their waist, nothing. They legitimately talked to me. Nothing hostile. I got to give them props for that.
How nice, right?
They
How
were
nice is
just
that?
like, sir, listen, I don't understand exactly what's going on here, but I have to do my job. We have a disturbing the peace and a trespassing call, and we have to address that call. So please, we can continue to talk. Can we talk on the curb, on the sidewalk? I just need to get you off the property. I just want to answer the call. That's it. Okay? That's it. I'm like, nah, who's going to help me? And I start going off. He's like, please just come. Can we talk over here, please? Everything was pleased. Never once, no fast hand movements, nothing, no aggression. They didn't surround me. That's what I'm accustomed to. That's what, it's happened before. So I'm like, oh shit. But they weren't in fuck a motherfucker up mode. So I was like, all right, maybe I should just listen.
They
So I
probably knew
walked
it was
down.
bullshit too.
I walked down to the curb and we're talking. I said, all right, now, can you go and ring the doorbell for me and get my money? I explained to him what's going on. He's like, you got to go to court. I said, so I got to go to small claims court. So people can call you and you can run to the door. But when I'm here and asking you to help me with a situation, I got to go to small claims court.
Yep.
He said, it's just a little bit of a different situation. I said, okay. I start walking back towards the gym. They pull off. I pull over to the bodega. I wait. I step outside. The cars are going. I turn around, go right back to the crib. He pull up next to me. Come on, dude. What you doing? Please, just go back.
Please.
Go back the other way. I'm like, fuck. All right.
At least they were chill.
No. They were great.
Chill
They
as
were
hell.
great. So I go back to the gym. I tell my cousin exactly what happened. So he's like, what you want to do? And I said, he leaves to catch the 6:15 a.m. train every morning. I said, we'll catch him at 6:15. And he's like, bet. So we sit in the car. We wait. I see him come out his car. He's walking up the block, straight shot to the train station, Long Island Railroad. I jump out on him. He looked like, I wish, there's camera phones back then. This was a while ago, so there was no camera phones yet. So,
Which is a benefit as well.
yeah, exactly. The look on his face was just priceless. And I grab him and I bring him in the back of the car. And I tell him, I'm like, listen, for the next 3 hours, we're going to sit in this car in front of your bank. And when the bank's open, you're going to go in and get me money. So all I want is my money. I said, I don't really care about nothing else. I just want my fucking money. So my cousin drives, pull up in front of the bank, and we're waiting. Now I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting uncomfortably close to the dude. Like, his face is here, and I'm just like literally staring at him the whole time. Even my cousin was uncomfortable. He's like, Jamal, yo, fall back, man. Just chill. Like, he ain't going away. He can't go nowhere. Just be easy. I'm sweating. I'm like drenched in sweat.
Oh, I've been the same
I'm
way.
so angry. I just want to squeeze this motherfucker head till it pop. So sure enough, the bank's open. And as I let him in, I'm like, wait a minute. This motherfucker is going to go and say something to somebody in the bank. But he didn't. Got my money. He came out. My cousin knew me. So he's like, Jamal's going to get his money and knock this dude's teeth down his throat. So you know what? Let me just make sure and just like kind of jump in here. And sure enough, he goes to hand me the money and my cousin just jumps right in the middle. He's like, oh. And I look at him and he's like, yo, he picks me up. And obviously, my cousin's 6'6", 360 pounds. So he just snatches me up real quick.
Bear hug it.
And walking me back to the car. And I'm like, the fuck is you doing? I'm in his ear. I'm like, the fuck are you doing, man? He said, yo, just let the dude go, man.
I know what you're about to do.
And we go back to the car. We get in there. I turn around. The dude's just standing there, still just like in shock. And I'm like, I'm just telling you, I don't know what you were thinking, but you have a wife and child. And I know where you live. All for money? Like, what did you think was going to happen? Would you have been looking out your window and when I got 7 warning shots in my back for being on your property, would you have been like, yes, I don't got to pay the bill?
Crazy.
Is that what you wanted?
Over just a couple of $1,000s.
You came to me. You and your wife asked me for help. I've done nothing but help you. And in return, you want to see me what? Get fucked up in the game? For what? At that point, I was like, yo, training is not for me. Because if motherfuckers are going to play with my dollar like that, I'm bound to get in trouble. The amount of times I've had to get extra with people because of money, I'm like, wait a minute. You're asking for this service. Why is it that I can perform the service that you want? You're able to get what you ask for, but now there's excuses when it comes to payment. And if I get angry, I mean, shit. I'm the bad guy? I screamed at a guy at Sparta a couple years ago. Gene's like, yo, you can't talk to people like that. I said, you can't. I said, I for damn sure I'm going to talk to people like this if they don't bring me my fucking money. It's not right. If you didn't like the service, that's another story. But either way, it's still my hours.
And let me know. You don't have to not pay me on that shit.
It gets crazy. You want to give excuses after excuses and run and shuck and jive for what? Because you know what? You're going to fuck around one day and get caught outside. And it ain't going to end good. For what? You wanted this. If you can't afford it, just be like, yo, you know what, man? I can't afford it. Let me say, all right, cool, and walk away. Or let me try and give you a discount, which I don't really give often,
I
but
don't either,
whatever.
but I'm happy
At
to
least,
work out in certain situations.
or I could be like, yo, my man, you know what? He could train you. This is right in his price range. This is what he does. Help you out. Either way. Would you like me to make an online plan for you? You know, what if you come in once a month? Make it more cost efficient for you, whatever. Bring in one of your friends along with you and cut the cost in half. As long as I make my rate, I'm good. I don't care if you bring in 2 or 3 people with you. As long as I make my rate, you're good. And at that point, you get to save money. I'll try it and work things out for you. But don't do that. That's insane.
The
I hate that you have to deal with
the
that, you
audacity,
know?
dude. Well, it's
For
the
real.
audacity too. It's the it's the, you know, it's the putting it off, putting it off, putting off, and lying. That's what I can't stand. I
Mm.
embrace realness. I don't fuck with people that aren't real. I don't like to deal with people that are not who they say they are. They pretend to be something that they're not. I'm good on that. Y'all can go pretend over there. I don't need you around me. It's
It's a
just
fact.
not. I've never gotten along with people that pretend. I've had friends that have changed up and switched up, and I have no interest in talking to them anymore. It is what it is. I mean, it's just that's kind of how I've always been. So if you're going to be somebody that I deal with in business, and you're going to act a specific way, want all these services to better your business, get content out, do stuff like that, and then when it comes time
At the
for the
expense of my business.
exactly at the expense of my business and my livelihood and my dog, you're taking food out of my pup's mouth and my mouth. That don't fly with me, man.
I agree.
I've never once, besides for credit cards, because you could pay monthly and put it off. I've never once had a bill where I said to somebody, "Hey, can I pay it in a year?"
Yeah.
What? No, you can't pay this in a year, you dumb fuck. That's what they'll tell me. Stupid. Pay it
Yeah.
fucking now or don't ask for the services.
Exactly.
Okay, my bad. You know, I tried going into Lamborghini the other day. I said, "Hey guys, I only got 40 grand.
Can I get one?
Can we make it work?" And they went, "All right, cool." So I ordered one.
Well, yeah, for 40 grand, you can get that Lamborghini paint.
Yeah.
You take that home and
Get
paint
the
whatever the fuck you want with it.
get 2 rims. Here you go,
Outta
bro.
here.
They roll them outside. I gotta catch them too. I don't know. But it goes back to like you said with money and how some people will say that it changes individuals. It
Don't
does
change
not.
nobody.
It does not. You know, money's the root of all evil, all this shit. No, no, no. It amplifies someone's attitude and the way that they hold themselves, like they hold themselves in the world. You know, now they don't have to worry. They don't have to worry about things. They're gonna let their full asshole ride. They don't
Yeah,
care anymore.
exactly. Don't
They're
give a
not.
fuck.
They don't have to. They don't have to please anybody anymore. No, I'm gonna be who I want to be and who I've always been. But now I'm gonna let it
I
out
don't
even
need
more.
nobody. I got this. I got
Yeah.
that. Okay, cool.
Yo, bro, I make enough money to never have to work a day in my life again. I'm just podcasting and staying away from motherfuckers. That's all I'm doing. That's all I want to
Yeah.
do. I just want to hang out, talk to people, have good conversations, fucking
I
chill.
think that's my next goal. Every year I make up like a different goal. You know, most people have New Year's resolutions. The start of every year, I'm like, all right, I need to make this much more money than I did the following year, the previous year. And I come up with a way that, I mean, obviously it's strategic. I'm planning it out on how I'm going to do it and how I'm going to make it as easy as possible. My next goal, which is what I'm trying to plan out now, I only want to train 5 people a day with the same rate that I charge people now. I'm not trying to increase the rate to make the same amount. I just want my other avenue streams, income streams, to pull in the income I would make and be able to drop back and only train 5 people a day at most.
I know you don't sleep, but it would
And
be
it's
nice if you did get some sleep.
I take a nap, you
Nah, it'd
know,
be
here
nice
and
if you
there.
could
But
sleep.
I mean, truth be told, obviously I don't sleep much, so I don't miss it. But even on the weekends, if I don't have an early morning client or whatever it is, I don't sleep in.
Well, it's because your circadian rhythm is
I,
so used to that.
I'm just up. It
You're
feels
so
weird.
used to it. Mhm.
It feels very weird for me to like legit be asleep for 4 hours.
Sleeping in for me is like 6:30.
Yeah.
I'll wake up at 6:30 like this past weekend, Saturday. I didn't have class that OG until 9 a.m. So I said, "Oh, I can catch up on a little sleep, whatever." I slept till 6:30. I'm up at 5 every morning.
Yeah.
Hour and a half extra. Oh, good. But at the same time,
Should be enough.
I'm up. I can't go back to sleep now. That's it. And then there's a new video game that came out, and I haven't really been playing video games lately. But I said, you know what? I got to be able to relax, turn it off a little bit. It's too much. It's too much
Yeah.
when I just don't. It's too much when I am just go 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 motivational speaker, motivational like every 4 seconds. It's like holy shit, you burn out
Yeah.
so quick. You're like, oh my god, I just need
You
to.
need some sort of mindless entertainment.
I just need something. I need something. So I bought
Yeah.
a new game. I was playing with my boy. Bro, it was 11 o'clock at night. I go to sleep. I go to sleep 9:30 every night. It was 11 o'clock at night. I was actually falling asleep with the joysticks in my hand,
Yeah.
like this. I fall asleep. Kenji's looking at me. I went to my boy. I go, yo, we gotta save. I'm fucking done. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed.
No, you know, it's
And then 6 a.m. training the next morning. Like
Yeah.
right back to it.
right
Like,
back to it.
it's just
100%.
when you get in that rhythm, when you get in that mentality, you have to just keep that flow going. So I definitely get it, but it would be nice. I know listen, you're on that grind, but
Always.
it would be nice for you to be able to get like some set hours of I'm with the baby, doing my thing, and then
Yeah.
I get to go to bed, and then I get to get up and just this is my day because I feel like you're from what you've told me over the years that we've known each other. Sometimes you have super early mornings, sometimes you have a little bit later, which is 7 o'clock for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes
If I
it's
have
4 a.m.,
cancellations, yeah.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
But that inconsistency and all of that, yo, your physique and your drive crazy now. I'm sure if you got another hour or two of sleep, that shit would be crazy.
I'm afraid.
That would be crazy.
I feel like my energy, I think I might burst, man. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some days where, and I don't nap either. So, I mean, unless you catch me in my car dozing, if a client calls last minute and cancels, or they're like, yo, Jamal, I'm 15 minutes late, and I'm sitting in the car, I try not to engulf myself in Instagram or social media. I would just probably put my head back and try to catch a quick 15 minutes, which is not often, but I feel like shit
Oh yeah,
after that.
yeah. Because
I get out the car, I feel like I'm drunk.
your body's going in and out of is going into the different sleep cycles. And
I'm like,
once you
yo,
start
what
tiptoeing,
the fuck, bro?
once you start tiptoeing into REM, because there's no set
I know.
amount that you have to be asleep to get into REM sleep. You can get into those deep stages pretty
Yeah.
quickly, and then once you get into that deep stage, but you're abruptly awake again, you're
Mhm.
still in that sleep state.
I am like a zombie at that point.
Oh, you feel like shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
horrible.
So, and I had cut off caffeine for a while. I cut off a lot of things for a long time. Um, but yeah, I at that point I would probably be like, you know what, let me go inside, get an energy drink or a coffee. And I don't do that anymore. But I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna X the naps. But as far as going to sleep at night, it's funny because by the time I get home, if I get done with work like around 11, 11:30 sometimes, and I get home, I'm not tired. I'm not ready for bed. I sometimes will either turn on my television to follow what's going on in sports or for something to play just for mindless entertainment. But I know people say that, once there's screen time on, your mind can't shut off or whatever. But
Yeah.
honestly, I don't think I'm paying attention to it enough. And it kind of brings me down and I can fall asleep. So I'll fall asleep, but at that point, I got to get up at like 3:15. So
Should
um,
honestly try a podcast.
sometimes I do.
Because don't you get that screen shift. I
So,
don't know if
yeah.
Android has it, but get that screen shift so this
I
way
can listen to it.
Yes, get the screen shift so this way the blue light isn't shining through the phone, and it's a more warm tone
Mhm.
because the bluer the light, the more it's gonna wake up your body and start increasing. That's really the
Yeah.
issue. Like I used to grab my phone in the middle of the night all the time, just because my mind was racing so much with work and clients and this and that. See if I got an extra text message, see if I got an
Mhm.
extra email, whatever, what have you. And I would lay down. I'd wake up at 2 in the morning to take a piss, something like that. I wake up and first thing I'm doing, grab my phone. I'm looking, but
And
now
now
that
you're
blue
awake.
light is waking me up more than if I just
Yeah.
went, pissed, walked back, drunk to the bed, in that
Yeah.
drunk sleep state, and then laid down. So there's a lot of ways. There's a lot of biohacking ways. There's a lot of different ways
Mhm.
to maximize not only your sleep but just efficiency throughout the day. I've read and I've been told by a few different people that are into all that and the elite way to run your day as a CEO and whatnot. My buddy Josh York, owner of Gym Guys, who I'm friendly, very very friendly and close with, he says he only naps for like 18 minutes exactly. 18 minutes because anything past that you start hitting deeper stages. Anything before that it's not restful, but 18 minutes for some reason I have to look it up. I don't know if that's science backed,
Mhm.
but he says that that's what he's been told by doctors and other people in the field that is the best, most optimal nap range. I try not to nap because if I nap, it fucks me up. If you nap too late in the afternoon, you're up. If you nap too early, it's like, I just
Yeah.
got up. What am I
Yeah.
doing? So,
Shouldn't need a nap then anyway.
well, I found that getting up at 5 a.m., depending on how much running around and driving I'm doing, I can be very tired midday, like super tired.
Well, your midday would be somebody else's just afternoon.
Yeah.
Like it's just they're only up for 4 hours at that point.
Yeah.
But you getting up at 5 a.m.
And I've already
and it
worked
being 12,
out.
1 o'clock, yeah, you got so much done already within that time, where to someone else it would be 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. And then when I was
You know?
double training, when I was training at OG in the morning, and then I was doing Sarah at noon for the mixed classes,
Mhm.
grappling with the black belts, black, brown, purple belts, all these motherfuckers that are just
Mm.
nasty.
Yeah.
And then I just worked out 4 hours ago, barely any food in my system.
Yeah.
I would go do that class, and then afterwards I'd get home. I'm like, I have to nap.
Yeah.
I am so
You're well, jujitsu will get it. That
I
takes
am
it out of you,
so
man.
shot. I'm like,
Jiu-jitsu, wrestling, that should beat you up.
we've spoken about it on a couple of the podcasts. I haven't spoken about it with you with my new endeavor. I love it. I'm having so much fun.
I'm happy. I'm
The
happy.
I'll tell you the only issue. The only issues have been that my fingers, my joints,
That's
killing me.
yeah. It's mine have never.
Never recovered.
No.
Sick. I'm
Well,
sorry.
no, I'll go through times where I don't feel much discomfort.
Yeah.
But when I lift excessively heavy, I start to feel it in my
Actually,
in my
reminds me,
joints.
I gotta order my
And stuff like that. Definitely, because I don't like to use wraps. I don't like to use anything to really assist me, like belts, wraps, stuff like that, until
No,
I
me
am
either.
going to go heavy, and then I'll throw a belt on for safety, or wraps. If I'm doing some kind of rows or something that I know my back can handle, but my grip won't hold, I'll throw on some wraps. But normally, I try to keep it as raw as possible.
I'm sorry. I'm ordering my Amazon, so this way I get it today for 5 p.m.
Yeah,
Same day delivery. I'm ordering glutathione, which actually is an amazing
yeah,
supplement.
glutathione is great.
Glutathione, glucosamine for my joints, and curcumin from
It's good for the
Thorn.
inflammation.
That shout out Thorn. And then I'm also ordering something else that I can't talk about. I'll show you off camera.
But I think it's great. I think every man and woman, everybody should be involved in some sort of combat sport or combat training. I really do think so. I remember one time, this is a funny story, but so I used to train this guy named Drago, Pete Sell. He used to be a UFC fighter, and he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu under Sarah. And he was hosting a class for young kids every day. And a mother comes in and she's like, well, I don't really know if this is for my son. He's very quiet. He stays to himself. I don't know if this will be this might be a little too aggressive. Drago's no holds barred with his. He's just like, all right, picture this. You're at the park. A kid comes over, punches your son right in the face. What the fuck is up now? And the lady's looking at him like, yo, this motherfucker's certifiably crazy. So I run over. I'm like, hold on, man. Wait. What he's trying to say is, you want your son to be able to defend himself.
Yeah.
He can continue to be quiet. We're not asking him to be a rah-rah dude. If he's a quiet dude, he's a quiet dude, but he needs to know how to defend himself. I was like, I hope you would want to know that your kid can defend himself or will stand up for himself and not just have to turn around and run to mommy or daddy. I was like, my little ones, I want to know they're going to blows. I do. Like, just the other day, my daughter gets into this little issue at the park, and I think it's hysterical.
Your daughter's little you.
She's a spicy little
savage.
something.
She's
yo.
awesome.
I fucking love it, bro.
Savage.
She's extra spicy, yo. She's ready to pop off. I was like, yo. So her and her homegirl are playing on the monkey bars, and this older kid comes over. It's like 11 years old. My daughter's like 7. She just turned 8, actually. Sorry, sweetheart. She's gonna get mad. I'm telling her I'm 8. Anyway, so the kid won't let them pass, and she's like, "Excuse me, can I get past?" And he's like, "No, you need to go around." She's like, "But I was playing here, me and my friend." And the other girl was like, "Oh, let's just go around." And she's like, "No, we were playing here. Excuse me." I said, "Excuse me. Let me by." I'm like, let's see how this goes, right? So he's like, starts cursing at her. Says, "Fuck you, you little shit. You're not going anywhere. I'm gonna beat your ass." She's like, "Go ahead." He's like, "I'm gonna kill you. She says, kill me then. I want to see you kill me. Kill me then. He said, you know what? When I come back, yeah, exactly. When you come back, that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to leave. You ain't going to come back. You ain't going to kill nobody. You all talk. And he puts his hand down, and she just runs right by and turns around, and she's like, I got by. She jumps on the monkey bars. He jumps down and comes around. So now I'm like, oh, shit. I hope he doesn't try to take a swing at her when she's hanging with her arms up.
That's what I would think.
She sees him coming and jumps down, and she's like, kill me. Go ahead. So he runs off.
Good. Pussy.
I'm like, sweetness. When you do that, now I'm not saying you're wrong, but that's a boy.
You gotta watch
and
out.
He's 11. You're 7. If you're gonna be like that, you gotta have your hands up, baby. She was like, I was ready. I said, really? You were ready? I was like, what were you gonna do? What did you plan to do to this boy? And she was like, well, I was waiting for him to get close enough so I could, you said to use my favorite kick. I was gonna side kick his balls, and when his hands dropped holding his nuts, I was gonna chop his throat and then run. I was like, high five, motherfucker. Like, yo, what? I'm like, okay, there you go. And
you're raising Assassin's Creed.
Well, I tell him in the car, I'm like, yo, listen, we are a jumping family. Okay, this is what we do. If anyone is able to come home and tell me how you got your ass whooped, I'm gonna beat their ass. I want y'all both come home with a win because you jumped somebody, or you both coming home fucked up because there was more than them than it was you. But either way, you both come home with a W or you both come home with an L. If you are coming home and you're telling me that, oh, she got beat up this way by this person and you're unscathed, I'm whooping that ass. Okay? You're not a bystander, okay?
You're a unit.
You're not a fan. You're not watching this. You're involved. That's your sister or that's your brother. You get in there. I'm never going to get mad at you for that. You allow them to shoot the heady. But when they start to lose, hey, we jump. That's what we do. I'm not fronting at all. No way. No how. That's how that's
raising a pack of wolves.
I'm telling you, I have to.
Ready.
I have to.
Well,
I'm not allowing people to be.
For numerous reasons. You have to do it for numerous reasons.
Especially my girl.
Oh man, the society that we're living in, and the things that are considered acceptable now, and just like the stand down mentality on everything, and this, y'all, you got to have your hill, and you got to be willing to die on it. And if that's one of the ones where you got your family and you got their back, they got your back, that's a beautiful thing, really. That's a beautiful thing. Some people look at that crazy. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's how it was. That's how it used to be. That's why families were cohesive. There was a strong bond between everybody. Everyone had each other's back. I had this conversation with my mom last night. I was on the phone with her. It's very different, but similar in certain ways. When I first moved into my apartment, it's the first time I left the nest. First time I left the nest. There was a lot going on last year. Of course, I went away to college. I was away at school for 2.5 years, but different. This is really different. Like, I don't live at home anymore. And so when I first got there, my upstairs neighbor, my back neighbor, everybody, yo, what's up? I'm Nikki. If you guys need anything, let me know. And everyone's kind of like, oh, just
this is different.
Making them think like, oh, you need me to get a package for you. You need me to do this. Something's wrong. Let me know. Bang on my door. Shoot me a text message. This and that. I went outside yesterday. The neighbor who's a veteran, him and his wife were dope. Jeff, he lives down the street. 3 cop cars outside his house. He's standing in front of the cop cars. I walked outside intentionally. I didn't have to throw garbage out. I just put some shit in there and I threw it into the garbage because the garbage was out on the street. And I looked at him and he looked at me and I went, we good? He goes, we're good. Great.
Yeah, it's a sense of community.
Walk back in. But
a lot of people don't have anymore.
Exactly. It's the same thing with that dealing with the person that tried to come into my apartment.
Oh, yes.
And that shit.
You told me that.
I drilled it into my neighbor's head. We lock these fucking doors. We don't play that game because if somebody comes into the house, I'm going to kill them. Like, I'm going to kill them.
No,
without question. I will. Listen. I got really good attorneys. I'll get off. Trust me. Because if they come into my house looking to harm, steal, hurt Kenji, whatever it is, guess what? Kenji ain't playing that game either. He don't like it when people are on our deck. Could you imagine if they come into the house?
When someone is willing to break into your home, they have to understand the possible repercussions that could happen.
Yep. And that's why I put the sign out front. Everything is monitored by security cameras, and beware of the dog. Don't play with him.
If you're going to see those beware of dogs, camera signs, and still want to break in, you chose violence.
Yeah. Yep.
You did. That's what you did. You didn't adhere to any of the warnings at all.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do? I got to think you're coming in with something extra
Yep.
than what I already told you I had.
Yeah. So 2 instances of that. First instance was, I was home midday, and there was a guy that was supposed to come by to fix some stuff in the house. But the way that he was banging on the door,
Yes, I remember you told me that. I
extra,
think.
extra as fuck. Kenji's barking, screaming, howling at him through the window of my bedroom, which looks out to the front door, and bang, like fucking, like you, someone owe you money? What's going on here, bro? Y'all don't have a phone? Call me. Don't
Yeah.
fucking bang on the door. But as I'm coming out, my upstairs neighbor, his girl, she works home during the day. Little thing. She starts going to the door. I said, stay there, please. I open the door. I'm like, yo, what's up? Oh, I'm so-and-so. I'm here to fix that. Relax with the banging, bro. It's not that serious. Call. Bang once. If I don't hear you, ask the landlord for the number. We'll be good. So he comes in, this and that. And I told her, and I told my neighbor upstairs. I said, yo, please make sure that if someone's banging on that door, she does not come downstairs and open the door by herself like that. I go, I can defend myself. I'm not saying that she can't, but I can defend myself.
Yeah.
And I got Kenji to back me up. There's a lot of things that I have going for me that'll be easier than her. God forbid a dude tries to overpower her and come into the home.
Yeah.
And they have a greyhound upstairs. Dog's not going to attack somebody. Maybe it will, but not to the extent that Kenji will.
Yeah.
So it's like that was the first one, and then the other one was trying to think. Besides the dude come into the building, that was annoying as fuck. I couldn't believe that he was walking away after he opened my front door. I was like, bro, you picked the wrong house. I promise you, the wrong one on the block. I'm nuts. Don't do that shit ever again. I'll fuck you up. You come into this house again.
Yeah.
Wouldn't show me the face. Got in the car. Took off. All right, bro. You know what's up. Don't ever come back now. We don't play that shit around here. Too many people would roll over. Oh, let me lock the door. Nah, I'll let you know. Wrong house.
Yeah.
Don't come back.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
Because these people aren't, they don't want, like, what'd you say to me not years ago, but when we first started the podcast, you had said something on the podcast that stuck with me. The bullies in school, they want to pick on the weak kids.
Yes. They don't pick on the kids.
They don't pick on the ones that can
going to
defend
fight
themselves.
back. Yes.
They don't want to go against A1 fighters or
No.
even people that can potentially defend themselves. So you got to almost emanate that. Even when you're walking down the street, Jocko Willink read off that there was surveys. The people that were most likely, they asked criminals, the people that were most likely to get mugged, robbed, fucked up for no reason were the ones that were in their phone, shoulders and head down,
Mhm.
didn't
look confident.
Exactly. Not in upright posture, looking everyone in the fucking eye. Never had a problem in New Haven. A lot of kids got fucked up from my school in New Haven. First off, because they ran their mouths and they don't know how to behave when they're outside of the school walls and their parents' house. But I looked at every motherfucker in the face and I was like, what's going on, man? How you doing? That's it. I see you. You see me. We got no problem, bro. There's nothing
true.
here. Like,
It's true.
What's going on, bro? How you doing? Hope you have a great day. This and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to be the mayor, but I'm trying to emanate that. I'm confident. I'm looking right at you. We have no beef. There's no problem. There's no nothing. Let's keep walking. Let's keep it shuffling.
Agreed. Bullies don't want to fight. They don't want to fight. They bully the people that they know won't fight back.
Yeah, prey. They want to prey on the
Exactly.
weak. That's
so
what
the
it winds up
moment
being.
somebody fights back, they either do one or two things: become friends, or they don't bully them anymore. That's how it goes. So I think it's the same way on the street.
Easy hits, easy targets.
Mm-hmm.
So why would they want to put themselves in harm's way when all they're trying to do is snatch money, snatch whatever they're trying to do, like whatever it might be. Because then a couple days later, the UPS guy said they were having everyone was locking their
Little
doors.
packages, right?
Well, everyone was locking their doors because people were opening up the front doors trying to get into the houses and shit. That's okay. I'll let them know. Wrong house, dude. Maybe before I moved here, you could have pulled that shit off.
And
Not
the
now.
sad part is, like, they say, like, back in the day, you lived on a farm, you own land, right? And people start coming on your property. Guys came out their house, gun in hand.
Ready.
Like, yo, this is my land. You're not supposed to be here.
Yeah. Ready to go.
So what exactly are you here for?
Yeah.
Oh, no. We can talk, but here you are. This is where the conversation starts and ends.
I got the peacekeeper in my hands.
That's
What's
it.
up?
All I'm telling you is got to be good. That's all. What are you doing here? Why are you on my property? Why are you in my premise? Like, just
When I don't know you and you're
I don't know you
unannounced.
at all. What's up?
And you're unannounced.
That's it. And nowadays, you can't even do that. Nowadays, like if you're protecting your home, right?
Mhm.
And which is sad to me because, I had my home broken into years ago, which turned out to end up being probably one of the craziest like times of my life. But guys broke into the home, destroyed my home, but like it was malicious. Like
That
knocked
wasn't
out all the food from my refrigerator and pissed on it,
ugh.
threw over the refrigerator, took things like I had baseball bats and all that in the house. They broke the toilet bowl. They cracked the toilet bowl in half with one of those things. They pissed on my bed, the whole 9 yards. They robbed me blind at that point. But I had roommates. It was my place, but I had a roommate living with me. They didn't even touch any of his stuff.
Mhm.
They
So
already
it was
knew.
orchestrated.
Yeah, of course. So when I'm talking to the police officer, right? And I opened the side door. One of my articles of clothing was on the floor. Side door. I said, they left through the side. So now I'm looking in those directions to see if I could see anything else, if they dropped any more clothes or whatever it was. And he basically was like, imagine if you came home and they were still here. I said, oh, he wouldn't have made it out.
Facts.
He says, well, it has to be more than one person. If you look at the way things are done, blah, blah. But that's a different part of the story. But he said, yeah, but if he's on his way out, you can't do anything.
Isn't that
I
crazy?
said, what do you mean I can't do anything? So you see the state of my home? All my food, everything. They threw slam holes into my walls everywhere. You see the state of my house? So you're telling me now, the moment they're like, oh shit, he's here, and turns around to run, I have to allow them to leave? What?
Yep.
Then I gotta wait and call you as they run off.
As you sit there with your dick in your hand, just like,
Right.
oh yay.
And call you. How long does it take you to come here?
Yep.
Right? Now you get here. Now you gotta question me. And now you're gonna start your investigation? All my shit is sold and fucking pawned off or sold on the street or whatever it may be before you even get to looking for anybody. For what? Because I can't chase them down if they're leaving my house? Are you what?
Crazy.
Hey, come on, man. What is that, man?
Yeah, a lot of the criminals have more fucking
The,
rights
the,
than
the
the
law,
actual
the
homeowners
law, the
anymore.
law is made for the criminals. It's not
Yep.
made for the innocent. It's
It's
not.
sad.
Yeah,
It's really it's a sad state of affairs.
it's fucking horrible.
That I'll go
I mean,
to
look at like
I'll
everything.
have legality issues
Every
because he came in to do harm to me, my family, whatever he might be, steal my shit.
that's the whole goal. Let's just soften everything up. We're like a laughing stock right now here in the United States. I saw this meme, this video just this morning. Was it this morning or something? I think it was this morning, where a guy was saying how, I used to run this part of the military. And if you were too fat or too small, too weak, I sent you home. If you can't, I don't care if you're a big guy and you can do the whole workout and run the way I want you to and work out the way I want you to, then you're good to go. But if your weight is preventing you from finishing and doing what we need to be done here to be a fucking troop, to be a warrior, I'm sending you home. What is wrong with that? If you're too small, if you're not fast enough, if you're sick, if you got, lung issues, heart problems, you can't do this job here. What's wrong with that? But now we want to say everybody's got to have this and that. And people who have like this gender dysmorphia nonsense, we're going to just allow it all to go down. And all the other countries who were like afraid of us before are looking at us like we're a laughing stock. And for what? And all they're doing is following the same protocol we used to and make their army and their world stronger. than just us because we just want to fucking bend over and let people just do what the fuck they want to do.
It's the inclusion.
It's bullshit.
We have to include everybody. It's
For what?
the participation trophies. It's
No,
like,
no, fuck that, man.
yeah, no, I'm not about
Okay,
that.
I
either.
already go crazy with the participation
we talked
shit,
about that
but
before.
it's like, yo, I don't give a fuck what you want to do with yourself. You do whatever you want. I don't care. But you don't sit there and want to go and force things onto children and all this. Like the one lady talking about how, pedophiles need a place to be comfortable with the way they are. Oh, really?
Yeah,
so you're
that's
just going to feed them little children, right?
What
That's
do
what you want to do?
What do they call them?
MAPS.
Yes.
Mature, attracted persons.
What?
Now, I harp on this shit because
Fucking
what I'm
crazy.
saying is this. Don't call them pedophiles. That's so bad. Don't do that to them. I said, you know what?
Nah, that's what they are, yo.
So I'm fucked up, right, with what I'm about to say. So you can call them whatever you like. But when you, forgive me, sorry, if you come home and this MAP is having their way with your little child, are you going to have this same energy? Or will you sound more like me then?
Oh.
Who the fuck? You're going to say, oh, no, it's okay. You can, I'm sorry.
Yeah, finish up.
Finish fucking my little daughter in her asshole and fuck up her whole womb for the rest of her motherfucking life, okay? Because I know this is just something you need right now. Because this is a mental issue. This is a problem. So, just go ahead.
Oh,
Will you be that understanding then? No, the fuck you won't. So why the fuck you trying to find a place for this shit? For what?
The insane are running the insane asylum. That's what we're.
The fuck? What are we talking about
That's what
here?
we're having going on now.
What is that? I'll tell you about the shit that happened at Bev's with the dude, with old boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, and I tell you straight up and down, like I don't. You know me, man. I don't talk to nobody, man. I say to myself, bro, I just do what I got to do.
I just see you. I
Munchkins,
see you, and that's
the
it.
Munchkins come to the gym. They want to see where daddy's at. Okay, cool. Hi, babies. Cool. I got a little more work to do. See you on Friday. We're good. Okay. Homeboy is like, yo, man, your kids are beautiful, man.
Oh God, it's so creepy.
They're so beautiful. Like, look at them. They're gorgeous, gorgeous kids. They're so beautiful. My God. I never would have thought. Like, I didn't know you had kids. Like, seeing you around your kids is just crazy, man. Like, that's a whole different side of you. And I'm just like, yeah, man, thank you. Blah, blah, thinking. And here is the people behind the front desk. I'm not dropping names. And they're just staring with this nasty look. And I'm like, yo, what's wrong? Why you guys looking like that? Like,
Fuck
you
homeboy
know
up.
who that is? And I was like, no. They pull it up on the phone that the dude was up the block at the motherfucking kids'
Elementary
school, beating his meat, watching kids playing on the playground. So I said, okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. I'll be right back. Go in the locker room, and I have a few choice words with homeboy. Listen, man, I got to protect my babies. You all got to protect your babies and your family.
No one's going
So
to. besides you.
allowing people to feel comfortable doing what's wrong and making parents feel like they have to like welcome it, get the fuck out of here, man.
Facts.
Because you know what? When a kid does something wrong, right? When somebody's child shoots up a school, who do they speak to? The parents, right? The community don't say, we failed. The community has failed this child. No. But right now, the community is trying to be involved in everyone's business and taking the hand away from the parent. But the moment they do something drastic and wrong, it's the parent's problem. But you took my hand away. You took my hand away. I can't discipline. I can't teach my kids what I want to teach them. But the moment something goes wrong, the community says it's all me.
Mm-hmm.
It's all me now. Where's the community now? Y'all wanted to be involved before. Fuck are you at now? No. So don't take my hand from me. I'm not giving my hand. I'm going to raise my kids the way I know, the way I see fit, which I know is right. I'm going to pull the good things from being raised by my parents and grandparents. I'm going to add my own
school mentality,
yes,
man.
I'm going to add my own little things
worked.
in.
That's why it worked.
And get rid of some of the bad.
Greatest generation. Why were they the greatest generation, those earlier generations? Because they fucking understood hard work. They understood keeping the family unit in check and intact. Everything we just touched on, literally. It's a weird time to have kids. I've said that to a lot of my friends
It's
that have
scary,
kids.
yo.
Dude, I've said that to a lot of my friends that have kids. I'm like, I wouldn't even know the first place to start safeguarding my child's developing mind as the world throws the weirdest shit it's ever seen in decade. Dude, the weirdest on every front too.
Oh my
And I just had this
God.
conversation with somebody else. It's unbelievable how kind of the stars align. I had the conversation of world governments, and some of y'all might think I'm nuts. I don't give a fuck. Don't matter to me. World governments and the agendas and plans that they've always had that took years to roll out because of how quickly information gets out now and how quickly, like, you could do something. Let's just say you go outside right now. We're not friends. You go outside right now and you fuck somebody up. I take a video of it. People go, "That's Jamal. That's Big Baby's coach. That's it. That's that." In the fight community, word spreads. It wasn't like that years and years and years ago. But
No.
because of TikTok and the ability to upload a video within seconds, the information gets out there so quickly. So
Mhm.
now, whereas an agenda rollout would take years,
Now,
you're
very
seeing
fast.
a weekly craziness go on. Every week is another fucking thing that you sit there. That's why I don't watch the news. You sit there when you hear it and you go, what? And you start looking at all this shit. Evidently, the new thing is the FDA wants to know if you are growing your own food at home.
Yeah, so they can fucking
Yeah.
fuck with your crops.
Because they
as
know
well.
they're poisoning the regular fucking food. That's why I buy my meat from that site online now. I buy my meat from Force of Nature. Shouts to Force of Nature. Would love to have y'all as a podcast sponsor. Bro, I fucked with them. They said no to putting vaccines in the fucking cow because
Praise
they want to put
Jesus.
the mRNA shit in the cows. Yo, dude, I don't care what you do. You want to take that shit? By all means, take it.
Now you just
don't
forcing
want to.
everybody to do it. For what?
Well, yeah.
Why is everything so forceful?
Now all of a sudden we want to start giving it to
It's a
livestock.
dictatorship.
Yeah,
This
that's
is not. This is not.
We are living
a
in
democracy.
the fake
This is fucking bullshit.
what do they call it?
Facade.
Curtain something. See,
Mhm.
we're living in a fake world where we believe that we're actually free, but we're not. We're not actually free. We're not able to say what we want to say to some degree. I'll say what the fuck I want to say all goddamn day, but most people
I don't say everything I want to say. 'Cause I can't get my boy canceled because Lord knows me. Oh, man, I love to open up.
they're gonna be like,
But go
all right,
ahead.
so he's in the Into the Batcave
Yeah,
episode.
exactly. So
Let's go
we're
back.
going to let's just X this motherfucker out before he even gets started. Let's cancel his bitch ass.
It's just crazy to me. So we're not allowed to say what we want to say. You're not allowed to do what you want to do, and then you're taxed on everything exponentially on every fucking
Numerous
thing.
amount of times.
Why? What was it? The government was missing $600 million or $600 billion, something like that, when they got audited just recently by the IRS. Oh, okay,
Oops.
yeah. Oops. Oh, but me?
Yeah.
They would have
Yo,
lynched me
I got-
up.
I got- I got in
and
trouble.
Stoned me in a center.
When was this shit? When was it? 2018, 19, 2019. Yeah, the IRS. I'm like, yo, why y'all coming after me?
Yep.
Like, I'm like, yo,
Because you ain't paying nobody off.
facts.
You ain't paying nobody off. That's how they work.
So I'm like, yo, you owe $96,000 to the IRS. And I said, oh, man, good luck.
Yeah,
I
interesting.
was like, what you gonna do? You gonna throw me in jail? How long? Okay, 96,000 or a year in jail. I'm gonna go with the year because I ain't giving you a 96. I really don't give a fuck. I'll hide it in the dirt. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll give
But
it to anybody
either
but
way,
you.
they had all types of shit for years and years, going back from I think it was 2014, and not even like taxes. It was athletes paying me, right? It was athlete money, right? So my training, my deal with a lot of my athletes was on your end, when I tell you what I need to take home, that's what I need to take home. So we need to come up with the number where you're paying the taxes on what I'm taking home. Okay? So if I need to take 50,000 home, that means you have to list it on your end as you paying me 70, 72 grand. Okay? You're paying the taxes on that end. If that's not the case, I have to charge you 72 grand. Either way, it's the same shit, but it's just making my plate a little bit easier, right? And you just send me the paperwork at the end of the year. At that point, I was training so many athletes and fighters, you know, money was coming in
All kinds of
great.
ways. Yeah.
You know, some people just give cash, but still label it. Some people give checks, the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, yo,
No cash.
fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm thinking this is the deal we had. We signed off on contract, and now here I am with the IRS asking me for the taxes that y'all didn't pay. So, but it's all good. That's all taken care of. But either way,
Well, that's a
I'm
new
like,
thing
yo,
though, starting in July, evidently. I don't know if it's still
yes,
going
I
through.
know, I heard.
$1,000. If you pay over $1,000 in cash, they want to track you, bro. Like, let's can we just stop pretending? Just, y'all need to just
Everything is $999.
smarten.
99
Yeah,
cents.
yeah, $999. And then I'm gonna make another invoice, $999.
You get 10 invoices of the clip.
Can we just stop bullshitting and pretending? They want to track you, bro. They want to track you. They want to see what you're doing. They loved when Foursquare was out, so you could check in every fucking place. They love when you use the geotag location on all your Instagram photos. It makes all their work easy. Used to be hard to find people. It ain't hard no more. I post every morning my workout. They want to snatch me up. They know where to get me every morning. It's not difficult anymore. It's all about tracking, and if they need to find a specific person, they can do all that. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy, man. My grandfather is rolling over in the grave right now, seeing how this world is unfolding, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" My patriotic little grandfather, just anything for the community, anything for just being happy. He was always so happy. You'd rarely see that nowadays. The headspace that these governments and these people, they put the people in such a fucking crutch and vice. They want you depressed. They want you addicted to fat shit. They want you out of shape and sick and dependent on them.
They do.
They don't want, dude, why?
They want to control.
During COVID, why did they shut the gyms down? Why'd they shut the gyms down? You could go to a restaurant, you could put a fucking stupid mask on, walk 10 feet to your fucking table and take the mask off.
All of a
But
sudden,
you can't go to a gym.
You can't go to the gym and work out.
Can't go to the gym and work out. But then now they go back. Now all the people that called us fucking crazy, that said, you guys just are obsessed with looking good, and that, yeah, you're 1,000% right. I'm obsessed with looking good, and I'm obsessed with feeling good, because guess what? I came out of COVID in horrible shape, horrible mental shape, because I wasn't able to train the way that I was accustomed to, and keeping the routine that I had going into it.
Yeah.
So now you're on the other side of COVID, and they're talking about how exercise is one of the best ways to prevent the furthering of COVID. Really?
Go figure.
So healthier individuals that train regularly, not only cardiovascular, but weight-wise.
That was probably the only time I felt like, during COVID, I felt like it was, I hang with my family majority than anything else, but I felt like it was one of those things where, like, yo, you know what? Man, we don't give a fuck, man. We gonna find a place and we gonna go work out.
Yep.
Everybody was like, fuck yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, we did that.
I remember one time I was at the park. I had a kid, one-on-one kid, doing football drills at the park. Police pulled up on me like, yo, break this up. I said, break what up?
We're not even near each other,
I said,
dummy.
Man, I have like 30 yards worth of fucking agility ladder here. Like, I'm on one end, he's starting from the other side. Like, are you serious?
We saw a sweat droplet.
I'm like, come on, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, that was the first, how far can we get type of fucking shit.
I didn't believe it. When I woke up the morning that the lockdown was supposed to happen, I literally was like, man, whatever, nigga, I'm going to church. I'm going to work. I get in the car. There's normally not cars on the road when I'm leaving for work to begin with. So I go to my first client. I get there. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not accustomed to seeing people, right? He's ready to train. We work out. My 5 o'clock's like, yo, can we just wait this out? 6 o'clock. Can we wait this out a little bit? Let's just see how this plays out. They only asking for 2 weeks. Remember, they started off saying 2 weeks.
Yeah. 2 weeks
So I said, so I said, all right, cool, Sims. You know what I'm saying? Fucking pilgrims. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I said, cool, whatever. My next client's all the way out east. So I jump in the car. I'm on a northern state. I'm driving. I'm like, there's no cars on the road.
Ain't a damn soul.
I said, nah, this is crazy. I get all the way out east. Home gym. Train my homeboy. Get in the car. Coming back. No cars, fam. I usually hit a tad bit of traffic at this point.
No police
No
either.
cars.
No police either.
Nothing. I was like, nah. I get back. I'm on Jericho Turnpike. Nothing. I'm like, yo. And I said it to myself. I said, self, New Yorkers, I'm ashamed of y'all.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed of all you motherfuckers out here really falling for this bullshit.
Belly up.
I was like, damn. Of all places I thought would have stood up and been like, man, go fuck yourself.
Nope.
It was Florida, Texas, fucking Tennessee, I mean, we went for a fight in Nashville, and I
When you guys
remember.
had the hat on, the hats on,
Yeah,
the boots.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the hats and the boots. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do the boots.
No, they were
I didn't do
fire.
the
You
boots.
should have. They were fire.
I couldn't do it. I said, yeah, I mean, this is not Django. You know what I'm saying? I feel like me wearing that.
You chose to dress that way. Remember the
I
girl?
was, yo, I was like, yo, you know what? You guys may look good. I said, but if I put it on, I feel like I'll be riding an ostrich instead of a fucking horse. I don't know why, but either way, it just don't fit. It don't suit me. But anyway, see, we're out there, and the head promoter and the owner of one of the biggest, I think it's like a casino or whatever the fuck it is, was like, yeah, we never did no lockdown. We kept all businesses open, everything. And you know what? We had one of the lowest cases of COVID. And I said, he says, every fighter still wanted to fight. We had fights here. I said, what? He says, all the natives in this area and in the Midwest who weren't dealing with the COVID bullshit, we hosted fights in our casinos. I was like, all right, I see you, bet.
Yep.
And they're fine.
Yeah. Well,
But-
but listen, it stems off from the fact that they don't want you to be able to fight. They don't want you to be able to know how to defend yourself.
It's a
You
fact.
know,
It's a fact.
I've said this on the previous podcast recently. As far as jujitsu goes, I've always wanted to do something. Like we boxed. I love boxing with you. I especially love doing the under
Yeah, the rope. Yeah.
rope
Mhm.
coming up with you.
Yeah.
I love that. I've always enjoyed that type of training. And I've always wanted to do jujitsu. Like I remember years and years ago, I was watching Sarah fight GSP,
Yeah.
and
there.
I bought the pay-per-view. I got
Mhm.
all ready. I had my cheat.
It's in
Back
Texas.
then, it wasn't cheat food. I was just a fat little fuck. I had all my foods around me. I was all excited. I didn't realize the main fight goes on at like 1 a.m. I was knocked. I slept through the whole fight.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't long.
I slept. Yeah, well,
Wasn't
I
long.
slept through the whole fight. But I'm just saying, all the fights. I wound up falling asleep by like 11 o'clock. So
That was a great fucking day, man.
listen, man. I've always wanted to learn how to.
You got a good coach now.
Yeah, he's dope.
Matt's
every,
the man.
Yo, every time he sees me, he gets amped. He goes,
He's
Mickey
great,
fucking
dude.
Rizzle's on the mats. Let's go.
He-
We live for this. Jiu-jitsu. We
He's-
love this.
He's a fucking man. Yeah, I tell you, he was the one on the plane with me, bro.
Yes.
I skipped. Did you bring it up to him? Did you ask him?
I did bring it up to him. Yeah, he was
Do you
laughing.
remember?
Yeah, he was laughing.
Yo.
He said you guys didn't go to Brazil together, though. Was it somewhere else?
Oh no, we were flying back from one of Chris's fights from. It's either San Diego or San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
he said, I never gone to Brazil. So
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. I
Brazil-
was like,
the
oh,
Brazil
maybe he meant a
fight. The
different
Brazil fight. I didn't take the Xanax.
one. Okay, that's good.
I took the Xanax coming from Cali, and yes, that was because that's where he fought Mark Munoz. If I'm not mistaken, it was in Cali in San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that was some funny shit.
It's cool, man. Listen, I walked in there the first day. And he's just behind the counter. He was with his boy Johnny, this Asian dude he's like one of my favorite people there. Mad quiet. I told him the other day, I said, I mentioned you on the podcast. He's like, oh yeah? I said, yeah. I said, mad quiet, black belt. I said, he could just rip your arm off and beat you with it without breaking a sweat. He goes, no, not me. This is a peaceful sport. I'm like, yeah, we're real peaceful. As I hear a dude in the background getting his ankle ripped off. I'm like, yeah, real peaceful. So, and then Matt was just like, hey, what's up, buddy? Like, are you, I'm Matt. I said, yep, I know who you are. I remember watching the
He's
fights.
great, man.
And we
I
just
love the
started
dude.
talking. And he's like, yeah, get in there and this and that. And I started talking. I bring up your name. He's like, oh, yeah, fucking Jamal. I love Jamal, this and that. I said, yeah, he's good people, man. I want to lay the groundwork that I'm just not nobody.
Yeah.
I know people in the industry. This is a new avenue for me.
Yeah.
Bodybuilding was my world for a long time. I kind of like where this is going. Let me see where this is.
Yeah.
And then I just said, you know what? I talked to a lot of people, a lot of friends. A lot of people wanted to go to train jiu-jitsu. Oh, yeah. I'll probably go next week. I'll probably. Yeah, okay. Bullshit, bro. You're not making the fucking commitment. You have to
It's a
go in
commitment.
there.
You have to make the
You
commitment.
have to go in there.
to.
Dude,
Guaranteed.
I bought the gis. I was like, I'm going to make the financial investment because that will force me to really take this thing by the balls and go. Because if I don't buy the gis, a week goes by, I go, oh, I'm tired from my morning class. I don't really feel like going tonight. Blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like everybody else that says next week and next week
Mhm.
and next week. I never
Yeah.
make the fucking commitment. That was one of the things that Tony Robbins said in the seminar. He's like, yo, you need to set the dates. You need to set the date for goals. You either set the date for learning experiences. Like if there's a seminar that you want to go to, book the fucking trip. Don't say, oh, I'll book it next week. No.
No,
Book
book
it.
it.
Because
Yeah.
if you don't put the date behind it, you're not going to do it.
Mhm.
So for me, I said to myself, let me buy the gi. Once the gi comes in, I'm literally going that day to go train that night. That'll be my first day. I'm going to pay for the
I'm
monthly.
telling you right now, you're gonna love it. You're gonna
Listen,
love it.
man.
And when you get a chance, roll with Ed.
I want to roll with that. I do.
If you want to get strong,
Oh, yeah. Roll with a 290.
oh,
So I have no ego in this. I've already told you. I got no ego
Fuck
in this.
ego, man. You should have no ego in anything.
No, I
in
don't. But I'm
life.
just saying in general. Like a lot of dudes will go in there and they'll see a smaller dude, this and that. And I'm just like, I'm treating everybody like they're just as, if not better than me, no matter what.
Yeah.
So I've been rolling with the white belts at the fundamentals class every night. I'm going to go tonight, rolling with the white belts. But then I started rolling with the black belts and the purple belts and the brown belts.
That's how you get better.
And I think I told
And
you.
they're willing to work with you.
That's why I like working with them better. I like working with the higher belts better because
As you get along in the actual game of martial arts, you gain so much more from teaching than you do from just in the earlier years. Just, oh, I know this. I want to see this work. I want to catch somebody with this move. You learn, and there's so much more, right? You become so much better by being able to teach. You grasp it even better yourself because as you're teaching, you're going to learn even more. People don't realize that. Everybody used to say that with me about sparring. They'd be like, I don't think Ray likes me, man. I said, why? He told me I should spar with you. I think he wants you to just beat my ass real quick and I don't want to be a fighter anymore. I'm like, first off, I'm here to help you.
that's not how that works.
That's not how that goes. But if you do think, if I whoop your ass and you don't want to be a fighter anymore, then you shouldn't be here to begin with because that's not how the fight game works.
Yeah.
But I'm here to teach. I'm also getting better by teaching. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's great.
I love rolling with the black belts. I love it.
They teach the shit out of you.
There's this dude, he was the first black belt I roll with. First black belt I roll with, we're grappling, this and that. And listen, I'm using my strength because that's really all I have. I didn't really know moves. I'm a month in. I'm still figuring things out. In my mind, I should be further along, but it's not how it works. Slow down, this and that. That's actually something that I've taught myself now in terms of watching the videos that I've taken of me grappling. Slow down. Look for the moves.
I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
Have you picked a favorite submission yet? I'm getting to another.
So it's funny because
by asking you that.
it's not. I've tried to do a couple triangle chokes. If I don't cut the angle the right way, my legs aren't that long.
Yes.
So I have a problem, especially when I'm going against taller dudes, to get my legs around
Once they get
them.
post,
But
is
I'm
the
able to
problem,
get my
yeah.
fucking shit up there and like really get them. Arm bars, I haven't really found myself being able to get my from side control. I haven't really been able to get my leg over while they're fighting me. So I haven't really been able to get that move. I'll tell you the ways that I've been submitting everybody is I get in a mount position, or even if I'm having
Hand opener.
Which one's that one?
If you're in a mount position and you have a headlock over the front and you just raise this way.
No, I haven't done that
call it
one
a
yet,
can
but I've
opener.
done this.
It's an easy move.
Everyone call me the anaconda now because I have a lot of strength and I have I have denser muscle than probably a lot of the guys that are going there in my white belt class. A lot of them are either super skinny or they never trained serious weights before.
Yeah.
So I got to use my size. So my biggest thing has been, as long as I get a mount or even in side control, I can use my shoulders to crank the neck. And as I'm
Yes.
grabbing down, pull, squeeze, and turn. And a lot of dudes
Yeah.
be tapping like that. That's one way.
Yeah.
Or if I'm in mount and I'm on top, same thing. Shoulder into the side of the face. And then when I lock my feet between their
Yes,
legs,
and
I curl and then I push
flex
my
your hips.
pelvis
Yeah.
into them and I put all the weight on top of them. They can't breathe.
Yeah.
So I'm like literally just cutting off as much of their air as they can. And then they're just going, please, like, get off. I got to breathe. So I've found that those have been the ways that I've been getting people down. I also got another kid in a headlock and he was in turtle. He was down. I think he was a blue belt where I was rolling with the mixed class and he tried flipping over on me. And I literally grabbed him one arm and I just threw him back down and I grabbed him and I just lifted up and that was it. So I'm learning. I'm figuring things out. My biggest thing that I told the other guys is that we do 30 minutes of drilling and then we do 30 minutes of rolling. It's very hard for me to just have these moves ingrained in my brain.
Yeah,
because then the next
it won't
week,
happen overnight.
because then there's another instructor the next day and he's like, all right, so we're going to go over what we
Something
did last
different.
week. And I'm like, well, we did something different yesterday. So like, unless I'm hitting it home every fucking day, it takes me longer to remember
Yeah.
moves. I'm
Agreed.
learning a wide array of ways to do things, but I start going like, well, should I do this here or should I do this here? But I roll with Matt's best friend. I forget his name though. Fuck.
Matt's best friend?
Man, Matt's best friend from childhood. He's a black belt there. He was dope.
I wonder.
Yeah, you
You gotta
probably
tell me
know
his
him.
name.
Super nice guy. I forget his name. Kenny, maybe?
Not Manimal.
No, he fucking. Ever since I took pictures of him, he's great. He's hitting me up. He's like, "Yo, come down, come
I
down."
don't know. You probably gotta tell me his name. I
Yeah.
forget. I'm not good with the names.
Yeah, it's cool, man. But like like I said last podcast episode, there's this kid, super dope young kid, and he's trying to be more technical. His pops used to train there. I was talking to him recently. His pops used to train there, and he's good. Like I remember coming to the class and watching him roll, and I was like, God, he's really good. Long limbs, like he really will try. Like if you give him a limb, like he's gonna try to grab it. So we grappled with each other, and we were going back and forth. We were
Yeah.
going back and forth, this and that. I'm much stronger than him. So I'm a lot for these guys. And I'm not trying to, I never want to sound like I'm stroking my own ego and shit like that. I'm a lot stronger than these guys, than a lot of these guys I'm rolling with. So they haven't rolled with somebody like me. They actually asked me after class, can we roll again? Because I've never rolled with somebody that really is that dominant strength-wise.
Strength-wise, yeah.
So, bro, like I'll roll with you. I'm gassed. I worked out at 6 a.m. and this is my second workout. And we just rolled for 45 minutes. So he kept going for the armbar. He kept going for the Kimura.
Yeah. The reason that's why I asked
Kept
you.
kept going. Like first time I grabbed my own arm. I was able to bring it back. No problem. This and that. Grabbed him, submitted him. Great. Second time, grabbed it again. We had to, he was really trying to rank it. He couldn't get me to tap. Like he wasn't getting my arm fully back, this and that. And I brought myself back. Didn't get me. Third time, he went after it again. And he's really ripping my arm. It doesn't hurt, but I know he's really ripping it. I'm pretty flexible. I said, let me just tap because he's going to keep trying to rip this arm. And I just don't want to deal with like a pop. And then I'm going to be fucking pissed.
Mhm.
Not at him per se, but it's like, just take it.
Yeah.
Take the Kimura. Like it's cool,
Yeah.
bro. But that's
so the reason I asked you that is because you ask a lot of the guys that have been in the game for a while, right? What's your favorite move? And they'll tell you what their favorite submission is. And I'm asking you that because when you find one you like, it's probably gonna be the one that you can you get and can get to easiest because it's like more reliable for
Mhm.
you. But when you find one you like, become surgical with it. Don't go crazy trying to be great at every single submission as you learn it. You should always have a go-to, something that you can always just, if you notice, a lot of the guys in the UFC and mixed martial arts, if you look at their list, if they're a submission artist, and you look at the list, they have almost the same submission all the time because they go to where they're comfortable and where they're best at, right? So you learn one and you fucking like, you know what? The armbar and the Kimura is Ed's.
I like
Because
an
he's
Americana.
so strong, it's perfect for him. So you
Americana, I got a couple people
you
in
find
before.
what's worked for you
That's pretty easy for me to
and
be able
become
to just
surgical with it.
come back.
Yeah.
I find that once I lean into it and I stop their head and their other hand from coming over,
Mhm.
they really can't. Like if I never rip it because I never want to be that dude to fucking injure somebody because I'm being a dick. I always tell people like before we roll, some of the dudes laugh at me, the higher belts. They're like, we know it's jujitsu. And I go, no, you don't understand. Like I'm not doing this to be a douchebag. There are some people that are actually going to try to rip your arm and be a dick. I've seen it. I've watched people act that way.
It's true.
I am not that way.
It's
If
true.
I get you in a weird position, if I hit you in the nuts, I tell every dude this before we roll. Just let me know. I will stop instantly. I am not that person. I'm not looking at this. Dude, there was a dude that would not tap. He would not fucking tap. I had his face pressed so hard in the mat. I stopped. I went, yo, are you good? Like, are we good? He's like, yeah. I go, I'm making sure. Because I never want to be like, oh, I was tapping and, you didn't fucking, or I couldn't tap and, you kept grinding my face into the mat.
Well, normally what I say in that position, in that situation is if you hear him snoring, you should probably let him.
Well, I don't want to
No, I'm
fucking do
kidding.
that.
I'm kidding.
I don't want to do that either. So it's been a really cool endeavor. Obviously my shoulder got injured 2 weeks, no, a little over a week ago.
Mhm.
A little over a week ago, AC joint.
Yeah.
Almost 100%. It's
Good.
probably like 98 right now. I'm not going to roll tonight. I'm going to just do the drills. I want to let this thing heal because I know that while it's still vulnerable, if I come down on it the wrong way, then it's going to be another 2 weeks. And I'm going to be sitting there going, fuck, man, I'm going to be so pissed. So like everyone's been asking me, Nick,
It's
you want
true.
to roll? You want to roll? I'm like, oh,
Don't worry.
yes, but
Don't
no.
worry. Don't worry.
So
Make sure
I
you
don't
feel
think I
good.
heard it there. I'm thinking back to when the joint started
training?
hurting. I think it was the morning class. One of the
What moves were you doing?
burpees. I think I came down too hard on it.
Oh, if you're fatigued too, yeah, I could see
I
that.
think I
Slamming down a little bit,
dude, I
yeah.
didn't have a rest day since Germany. So I'm doing the 6 a.m. class. I'm just being an asshole. To be honest with you, I was being an asshole to myself. I was seeing the results. I was seeing the leaning out. I was super excited. I love being dominant with like some of the jujitsu that I was doing, like so early out the gate. I was excited. I was rolling 5 times a week.
Hell yeah, that's great.
It is great, but I wasn't giving myself rest.
Rest.
I wasn't recovering. I'm not taking anything. So I'm not taking any fucking growth or TRT or anything like that to accelerate the recovery process. I'm just beating my body down. And I'm in a caloric deficit because I'm trying to cut.
Yeah.
So it's like
Your
I have
body's a little
all this
extra
against
broken.
myself, training 7
Body's
days a
beat
week.
up.
Body's beat up. I was waking up. I was starting to wake up before the injury. Like real, it was tough. It was tough to get out of bed between the grappling at night, the weight training in the morning.
Feeling, though.
I love that feeling too.
Man.
Like you just feel like everything's left on the mat.
Oh,
But at the same time, you're sitting there and you're just like, man, I got to take a rest day, but I don't want to rest. I want to keep going. I'm hungry. I'm hungry to be a fucking savage. So then I guess I just came down wrong with the burpees. I attributed it to a soreness in my shoulder. I was just like, oh, my shoulder's just sore. And then the next morning I woke up and I was like, oh, that's not shoulder soreness. That hurts.
yeah,
That's not good.
yeah. Yeah, just take care of it. Make
Oh,
sure.
it's been good. It's
Yeah,
been good.
good.
Marina, she gave me some cryo treatment, spot cryo. We cryoed it. She cryoed my joints and my fingers, which made me feel so much better.
Oh, good. Yeah, I remember one time I popped my rib and she pulled that little ice machine out right away, the cryo machine.
That happened to me too. I
good.
popped my rib too. Fucking dude picked me up and threw me down, and I felt it instantly. I was like, ah, man, that
Yeah.
sucked. I
It's
hate that.
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Very.
but as a whole, when I have children, they will be enrolled in jujitsu. They will be
Oh,
enrolled.
it's phenomenal.
It's amazing.
I have my kids doing stand up now, and I think next year I'll introduce them to either wrestling or jujitsu. I
Burn the
haven't
mats.
decided yet.
Burn the mats.
I would either do that, but I'm good friends with Drago, and he's Matt's black belt.
Where is
And
he? He's got school.
He teaches kids at Longo's Law.
Oh, okay,
MMA.
cool.
And I would probably have my kids do
It's also
one-on-one
closer for
a
you.
little bit, and then as they get older, I will put them into a whole class.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I love seeing Ed there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, first off, he walked by me, was like, yo, like the first time I saw him, I was like, hey, like I looked at him, but he didn't.
Because of the first time you met him.
I was like, he's all happy and shit. I'm looking at him, I'm like, is that Ed? And I said, oh. So I just dap him up. I'm like, yo, what up, bro? What up, bro? He walks away. And as he walks away, I go, nah, that wasn't Ed. I was like,
way too loving and way too nice to me over
what
here.
the fuck is that? So then I said, whatever. So then I saw him again. He goes into the bathroom and then he comes out and I'm looking at him. I go, you know when you know somebody's name? You know, you want to see if it's somebody, but you don't want to say it loud and look like an idiot. I was like, Ed. I was like, Ed. And then he turned around. I went, it is you. I go, you don't.
What did he say when you said that?
I was like, what are you doing here? He goes, yo, me and Matt are family and this and that. I said, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
legit.
I know. So then I saw him at the tournament, and after he won, he takes a picture with Matt and everybody, this and that. He comes walking over, and I looked at him and I went, you do know that this is like the most you've ever smiled, right? I like jujitsu Ed. Bodybuilding Ed's very scary.
Listen, I gotta tell you, I say this to everybody all the time. They're like, yo, can I come in and work out with you? If Ed's gonna be there, I'm like, yeah, sure. Listen,
Ed's
let
awesome.
me just let you know now. Ed is gonna. Don't worry. He's not gonna attack you. It may seem like it. He's a very, very daunting, figure when he meets someone new. Because he's like me, kind of. He just doesn't.
That was me when I first walked over. You were like, yo, that's my boy Nick.
That's my boy Nick. He was just like, man.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, after that, the next time I saw him, he was like, we're good.
He just doesn't. He doesn't trust people. He don't like people. He thinks everybody has an ulterior motive. He's just like, nah. They got to make it past a few times for me to really feel whether or not I'm comfortable with this person or not.
Remember I
And I respect him for
I
that.
said to him, I was like, yo, I was like, yo, Jay, we got to go here to go get some food, this and that. And you and Fab were like, oh, we in. And I said, Ed, you too. I said, yo, man, we go have a good time. He's like, nah, I'm good. I went, all right, Ed's not coming, but you two are. All right, Ed's not going, but you guys will.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Ed's great.
I love that dude.
I'm glad I got pictures, man. They were fun.
Yeah. Oh, they were great pictures too. I posted a couple of them.
Oh shit, thank you.
Yeah,
dude.
definitely.
I just honestly I wanted to go there because I haven't photographed jujitsu, and I said, you know what? I want to go there for Ed. I want to take some pictures of him doing his thing. I had no idea Matt was going to be there too. I mean, I didn't know his wife was competing, and had no idea. So I said, "Oh shit, I'm here." So I, got my ticket. I walked in. I saw Ed. I was like, "Thank God he hasn't gone yet," because it was like 15 minutes after because I had to buy the tickets and it was like this whole fucking thing. There was
Mhm.
no service. I'm like, "You guys don't sell tickets here? Come on, what are we doing?" So then we get there and I start looking around. He's like, "Yo, we got 45 minutes." I said, "Perfect." So I started taking pictures of other people competing. I got some cool shots. I was like, "These are fucking cool." Like people
Yeah.
just doing their thing in the moment. I take pride. I'm like, I don't know what y'all pictures look like, but this is how we should rock it. This is like in the moment, real shit. Yo,
Pictures
black
look dope.
black dude, the black belt. I got a sick fucking shot of him. I posted it, but it looked so dope in black and white. Fire. He was retying the belt after he just won.
You see his fingers.
Yeah. Well, I started
Yeah,
taping my
I'm
shit too.
telling you,
This
yeah.
finger's fucked up on me, dude.
Yeah.
Hasn't gotten
All
better.
my shits. Much is, and the funny thing is, I never did gi. I do no gi jujitsu. That's what I've done
Yeah.
in the past. Is no gi. I haven't done gi.
I got some cool no-gi shit.
I've
I'm gonna show you this, and then I wanted to touch on a couple of things. Hold on, ready? What is it? Half sumo. Here it is. Ready? Jiu-jitsu. I bought these. So I got that one.
oh, I like that.
That's fire. Jungle Boogie.
That is cool as hell.
Look at the monkey on the back.
Now that's dope.
He's got look. He's got a gi on.
I like the color.
Yo, it's fire. And then I got the shorts for it too. They came with like colored
Yeah, the
shorts
rash
as well.
guards.
Yeah, so you can match them up for the competition shorts too. Sorry for everybody,
Y'all love the colors, man.
fire.
Those are fire.
And then I got you've heard of the dude Gordon Ryan, right? The nasty dude. So his company is called Future Kimonos. And I got a couple of his rash guards, which they're custom.
Oh,
Save $75, 75, 70, $75,
when you
whatever
say
it is.
custom, you have to put in your measurements.
No, but you can put your name on it.
Oh, custom meaning name. Okay.
So I got rizzles across the back on a couple of them. Yeah, so when you're in
I
tournaments
like-
and shit like that, they show rizzles right across your back.
I like that.
It's kind of fire, man. Now everybody at Sarah's is calling me Rizzles because that Matt's been yelling it out. Every time he sees me, Nicky Rizzles. Every time he's like, I can't not
I swear
say
to
it.
God, I love that.
And
dude.
so
His energy
everybody,
is crazy.
all the black belts start going, what's Rizzle? What is that? And he goes, that's his name. That's his. So now everybody's Rizzles. I'm like, yeah, that's how it starts. That's it.
I love it.
I want to show you this one, and then I actually wanted to talk about something that from Tony, from Mr. Tony Robbins. Love that dude. So I got this one with the Black American flag on the shoulder. Fire. That's fire.
That is dope.
That's so cool.
That's dope.
I feel like Captain America.
I like
I
that.
feel like Captain America. Look at the back. And then it says Rizzles on the back.
I like that.
That one, and then the one I really like is the koi. It's koi fish. Koi fish. And I got Rizzles across the back on that one too. I like, my dad was like, "Yo, you really going in? 3 gis." I bought 3 gis. I bought a bunch of
If you're
shorts.
gonna go. You need it.
It's fun, man. And plus, I don't want to
need
look
it.
like regular ass Joe, just with a regular. I gotta have a little flair to it. So that's the other one.
Oh, that's hot.
Wait, look at the sumo wrestler grabbing the koi fish, and it says Rizzles on top. That's fire.
This is dope. He's stomping them out.
Yeah,
I like that.
he's stomping the koi fish out.
I like that.
So I don't know. I just want to. I want to have fun with it. The moral of the story is getting outside my comfort zone. I wanted to try something new. Nothing is more uncomfortable than another dude trying to choke your ass out, and you have to
ain't
stay
never lie.
calm while he's choking you out.
You ain't never lie.
What am I gonna do? How am I gonna get out of this? Let me bust a move quick. Like, let me roll out, and this. It's cool how your brain starts to go. And I got to be honest with you, man. I'm so to myself in a lot of areas. Like I do the podcast. I go on shoots.
Mhm.
I get to do my editing and shit like that. But for the most part, I don't really get around people like that. So it's nice to be around a community of
Yes.
people that are there
For the same thing.
to better themselves, get stronger, get faster, be better.
Like-minded people.
Yeah, it's different. It's different than
Yeah.
the gym community. It's very different. The gym community is a helpful one, and it is one of people trying to band together and be better together, but it's not. It's a solo trip. This, I feel like, is more camaraderie. You're under one dojo, one school, like Matt's school.
It's a team.
Yeah, they already announced like the barbecue that they do every year, the Sarah barbecue, family bar. That's cool shit, man. That gets me out. There's the same thing with OG. I love
Like
OG.
that.
I love the classes. A little clicky sometimes. I've said it before. The people that could be a little clicky there is what it is. Like, that's just how they are.
Whatever. Yeah.
I don't fraternize that much. I go there, I get my fucking workout in, and I dip. I'm not there to like hang out with everybody, shit like that. If we hang out, you know, we fuck with each other afterwards, this and that. Cool, we'll talk after it's that. But like, I just want to go there and do my thing. But it's different. It gets me in front of other people again.
Yes.
That's the
Agreed.
whole thing. Bev's was like, great, but I'm around the same fucking people all day. All day I'm around the same people. I'm around the same people, and then it's not even the same people anymore. It's like douchey little kids that are coming there now. And I'm like, I'm good on this. I'm so good on this. So I think I have it right here. I mean, these are the fucking notes from that. These are the notes from that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's supposed to be 5 gifts for yourself, which I thought was really cool, especially because we're in the health and wellness field. But 5 gifts that you need to give yourself is the power of vital breathing. So if people don't know breath work,
yes,
and people
agreed.
aren't aware of mouth breathing and why it's so detrimental to your health, you need to understand that nasal breathing does so much more than just breathe through your nose.
Yeah.
It helps to it helps to moisturize the air coming into your lungs. You are able to do box breathing to calm yourself down in stressful situations. If you listen to Andrew Huberman talks about if you are so stressed out and you need to calm down and slow your heart rate faster, you do a big inhale followed by a short inhale and then exhale all the air out. So you go,
and then let it out slow. Yep. So it's like 2.
So again, you go.
You feel, expand even more, and then let it out slow.
And air, and you automatically feel warm. It's crazy how you almost feel warm right after you do that because we're so accustomed to shallow breathing.
Yeah.
So there's a book called Jaws and Breath. So Jaws is about how everybody breathing through their mouth is actually causing I'm not going to say deformities, but it's fucking up the development of teeth in your mouth.
Yeah.
And also how it fucks up the chin, and how you can always notice a mouth breather because they have a much shallower no chin neck type of a gap, whereas somebody that breathes through their nose, they have a more fuller face and that looks more regular. It's very cool shit. Definitely recommend everybody read that. I haven't read the whole book. I've leafed through it, but I'm setting new goals for myself. I would like to read a book a week.
That's great.
I really want to try to read a book. I have so many fucking books that I haven't read. I buy books because they have really good morals and they have really interesting topics. And then
and you fall off it.
I fall off.
Yeah.
And that's my own issue. That's my own thing. Just like me with the journaling. I started off strong, journaling every single morning. I have to get back to that. I have to get back to journaling every single morning before I go to class. The issue is like, I'm getting ready. I'm getting everything together. It's my own excuses.
Yeah.
If I got all my clothes laid out the night before, like you should, and I had all my meals prepped in my bag, my 6-pack fitness bag, if I had everything prepped
you'd be all set
the night before, I'd be easy.
You'd have much
Sit down,
more time to yourself.
jot it down,
to do
brush
that.
my teeth,
Yeah.
put my deodorant on, out the door. I don't have to worry about nothing else. Number 2 is the power of living water and live foods. So think about what is considered normal nowadays when it comes to nutrition and water. And when you sit down to the table, I know bottled water is expensive at restaurants, but you sit down to the table and they go, would you like tap or would you like bottled water? How quickly you go, tap. Tap's cool.
Of course.
Like, well, what's in the tap water? Have you ever thought about that? The increased
Most people don't. Yeah.
Yeah, the increased fluoride, the chemicals, the estrogenics, everything inside of that water that's going to affect your health on a cellular level. It's probably more beneficial to pay the $10 for a bottle of water
Yes.
and sip on it. You don't have to slam it then. Sip on it.
Some people care. Some people really just they don't care though.
They don't care and they need to care.
It's silly. Oh, they
They need to
definitely
care.
do.
Because I've had this conversation
Definitely
with
do.
family members of mine.
They don't care until they're sick.
Exactly. I've had these topics of discussion with family members of mine. I asked one of my relatives if she was happy with the way that she looks and with the way that she feels. She's very obese. She is. There's no way around it. There's no tap dancing. There's no like sugarcoating things. It just is what it is. She's very heavy for herself and she needs to lose weight. So I asked, I said, do you feel, no, I feel like shit all the time. I'm sick all the time, blah, 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 all this shit. Okay. So have you had enough yet? Are you like at that point where you've had enough where you're going to make a regiment to work out, get your cardio in? eat the right foods, drink enough water, all the things that are gonna benefit you and make you feel better
Mm-hmm.
and live longer and not have all these fucking ailments. Are you ready to do that? We said, yeah, this and that. You could tell hesitation.
Of course.
I started explaining macros a little bit. I said, hey, track your food for the week. I'm not going to ask you to, we were going out with the family the following Saturday. I said, track your food for the week and then let me know when I see you. You don't have to do it in front of the family. I don't want you to be uncomfortable. I don't want you to believe that I'm trying to put you on the spot and make everybody look at you like, oh, wait, you're going to try to lose weight. This could be just us.
Mm-hmm.
But show me what you've been eating and we'll create a macro-based plan to go from here. Never. 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 She
They
never.
gotta want it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So it's
Can't
like,
force it. If we force it, it's not gonna stick. It's not
exactly.
gonna work.
So I never brought it up to her. You knew what you needed to do. You knew you needed to track for the week and then show me that one day. It is what it is. But like you're trying to be healthy, but you're making a vat of pasta every single night.
Yeah.
You're eating it and you're not exercising at all. You're not doing things that are going to better your health.
Zero.
You're doing things that are detrimental to your health. Like it's different when I weigh out. Like I know pasta's processed. I get it. Is it better to eat rice and potatoes? For sure. But like I like to have a little variety in my
Yeah.
diet. And I'm also burning just in my morning workout 700 calories, 600 calories.
Mhm.
And then jujitsu, I'm probably burning another at least
Yeah.
from rolling. So it's like I'm in
And
such a deficit and I'm tracking my macros.
metabolism is heightened throughout the day because of it.
Exactly. And I'm tracking my macros. So I'm on point. I'm able to eat a couple of processed foods here and there if I really wanted to. And it doesn't affect me. So essentially what I'm trying to say is you need to understand the real food pyramid, not the one that the government
Yes.
and schools and everything like that they shove down your throat, that they want you to believe
Which is trash,
cereal
which is
and Pop-Tarts are
completely
better than a
trash.
fucking steak, okay? You need to understand that whole foods trump everything else. No matter what, they trump everything else time and time again.
I've been eating so much steak lately, and I'm so fucking happy.
And what are you cooking it in?
Butter.
Oh, wow. You're not dead?
I mean, grass-fed butter.
Yeah.
I have whole eggs and steak all day long. All day long.
Yep.
The amount of pounds and pounds
Skin cleared
of
up.
steak, and I feel great.
Skin cleared up.
Yeah. I feel phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that later.
I was just
Hey, you
like,
look
man,
clean.
this
You
shit-
look clearer. You don't have any
this
of the
shit's
bumps
just-
or anything like that.
I'm
You
tell-
look
well,
great.
It's funny. Okay, you're bringing this up with processed foods. So with the job I had, when my face broke out like that, my head, my skin, my whole face, some even on my neck, was because I was stuck in the car driving, and I had so much of the boxes in the car that I couldn't fit my cooler with my food in it. So I started just bringing 5 and 6 protein shakes with me.
Yeah.
And then I started breaking out like crazy. I went and got, an allergy test, and they're like, you're allergic to whey. And I remember telling the woman, I say, listen, whatever, before you look and break it down, if you see eggs on there, don't even tell me. Because I love eggs. And she said, no, eggs isn't on there. But she's like, you're allergic to whey really bad. And I was just like, damn, I cut out the whey. But here I am, like, I'm trying this out because
Carnivore.
my family has a lot of health history issues when it comes to high cholesterol,
Heart disease.
a lot,
Yep.
high blood pressure, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, the whole 9 yards.
Fat Italian gene. I got that too.
So my brother, unfortunately, he suffered a little heart issue about a month ago, and he's younger than me. So I was like, damn, I'm just about to make this switch and try this out and see how it is. But you know what? I believe in it, so I'm going to do it. And I got my blood work prior to doing it. And my blood work was great. Like my cholesterol, my blood pressure, all my vitals and everything were just
Everything
phenomenal.
was stellar.
Doctor was just like, it's pristine. You're good to go. You can do what you got to do. And I'm going to go back and get it tested again. I guarantee it's either the same or better.
Mhm.
I'm going off how I'm feeling. Funny thing is, so I'm not and when I first started, I wasn't eating any carbs. So before, if I wanted to get really super shredded, I would cut carbs and I would eat chicken, fish, and vegetables all day long. I would be flat. I would be low energy. it would be me drinking a cup of coffee or some sort of pre-workout to get me through my workout. But I mean, I already have good energy once I see weights. I just want to go. So, but I still was flat. I still have a level of weakness, tired, sluggish. The first month of doing this, not month, 3 weeks with no carbs, just whole eggs and steak, bro. Never felt tired. Body was nowhere near as flat when I cut out my carbs. Strength didn't diminish. High energy in the gym. You know what I mean? I started doing that routine. Remember my Friday, my 3,000 plus reps on a Friday.
Yep.
Just get in there, and I'm trying to get. All I was doing was trying to continuously get over 3,000 reps every Friday, but just lower the time frame that I'm doing it. That's how hard I was working. There's no carbs in me. Feeling phenomenal. So I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Absolutely
When are you
loving
gonna
it.
get your blood work?
Soon, probably within
I'm
the next
interested.
couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what it is.
Yeah, I have to
Panetti,
travel for Jarrell's fight this weekend. Probably next
Panetti did
weekend.
one.
Yeah, I know.
Panetti did
I
that.
spoke to him about it too.
And his fucking levels were perfect when he did it. Usually, what is he eating? A pound of beef a day?
I'm eating like
I think he was eating. No, actually, he was eating more. No,
3
not a
pounds.
pound. I think he was eating
3 pounds.
the 3 pound from Target. He was eating
Yeah.
some shit like that.
I am up to about 5.
It's a lot of money.
But it's
not,
because
not a cheap diet.
no, it's not cheap. But it's because I'm up much more too. So my first meal's around at 3:15, 3:30 time.
And how many
and
ounces
I'm
you
up
eat in a
to-
meal?
I literally just
Eyeball.
I'm looking at the whole steak I buy that's 27 pounds. It's a sirloin,
Mhm.
right? From like the Restaurant Depot and all that stuff. But I go to a butcher, have him shave off a lot of the fat. It's 27 pounds of meat. Have him cut it up and break it up for me in portions. So I know I have to eat 2.5 of those steaks with every one of my meals. I haven't broken down and been counting like crazy. I just know the portions for a daily basis,
It's crazy, right?
breaking down into 5 pounds or just about 5 pounds.
It's crazy how you feel
red meat.
better.
I
It's
feel
weird how the
fucking
government tells you to do something and
great.
you do the opposite and you feel
Yo.
good. Not weird. Not weird how that happens.
I feel so good.
I couldn't agree more. I most of my meals are red meat. I had I told you I had 2 of my meals today are 6 ounces of the ancestral blend through Force of Nature. So
Mhm.
it's 85-15 ground beef with 10% heart and liver added to the ground beef. You don't even taste it.
Yeah, I wouldn't care if I tasted it or not. I don't
Yeah,
give
but
a
you don't even
shit.
taste it.
I
You don't even taste it.
don't care about that, man.
It's good. So I have that, and I have 200
Number
grams
one
of
all time.
rice in 2 of those meals, and I have 65 grams of whey. I cut out all the fucking supplement companies that were giving me free shit. Not to rag on any specific names, but y'all know who you are if you hear this. I looked at the ingredient list. Shame on me for not looking sooner
Yeah.
for a lot of the shit. Red dyes, bunch of
Yeah,
bullshit in
I
there.
won't even I won't drink or eat synthetic protein ever again.
I'm good on that. Never again. So
Yeah,
Jocko,
protein shakes.
Jocko
and
Willing.
one drink, I'm out.
I'm gonna sound like I'm dick riding, but Jocko the homie, man. Ex Navy SEAL, man. If you don't know Jocko, go there. It is insane motivation for anything that you're doing in life. Bad dude, but humble and awesome. And his brand and his supplements and everything like that, his protein is phenomenal. Monk fruit, sweetened with monk fruit.
Yeah.
That's what I need, man. I'm done with all that bullshit. I really am.
That's
I'm done
perfect.
with it.
It's perfect.
So yeah, so I've been using that. I've been doing the red meat from them. I had their bison steak, delicious.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so good. Kenji was hounding me for he's allergic to beef, so I'm like, come on, bro, like technically you can't have this. So I give him a piece. I'm like, fuck up, just get away from me.
Yeah.
Give him a piece, and then he's sitting there just drooling, staring at me. I'm like, god damn it, bro, dude, I feed you raw food all goddamn day.
Mhm.
Just eat the food that I give you. You won't be hungry. He's sitting there just drooling. I go,
I know.
whatever.
I know. Shit's hard.
So the power of living water, live foods. Filter your fucking water. Filter that damn water. There is so much shit in that. Estra
Agreed.
Generation. It's a great book. I'm halfway through it. Wild what you will find out that is in our drinking water alone.
Oh,
And
I can imagine.
one of the foods that is extremely high on the estrogenic list that I would never have expected. Flax seeds.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Huge.
I knew that.
High as fuck on that.
Yo, it's
Tons of
horrible.
estrogen.
Horrible. I went into my brother's cabinet and threw it out for him.
Crazy. There are some crazy foods on those lists and things that you don't even realize you're doing. Filter your water, and then after you filter your water, I was not made aware of this initially, but after you filter your water, you have to remineralize it.
Really?
Yes, because otherwise, that's why people will drink a gallon of water, still be dehydrated because they drink filtered water that was stripped of
Doesn't
all the
catch it.
nutrients and all of the minerals,
Mm-hmm.
goes through their body, and it leaches off of the minerals that are inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just stripping you of everything else. So now there's these drops called trace mineral drops in a blue bottle. One bottle lasts me like 3 months, and I drink usually I got a gallon a day. And for a half gallon, I put 20 drops in. That's it. It adds sodium, it adds potassium, it adds all the minerals, basic minerals that you need in your water to feel good and to be hydrated properly.
All your electrolytes.
Exactly. The power of healthy fats and oils.
Yep.
Real grass-fed, grass-finished
Mhm.
ground beef, avocados, olive oil, none of the seed oil bullshit. None of that shit.
Yeah.
Get it out of your diet. If you see a restaurant deep frying things in seed oils, that's
horrible.
that's tough because
Yeah.
a lot of them do it. I
'cause
was
it's
passing
cheaper.
passing a Chinese joint in Huntington while I was walking Kenji, and I saw one of the employees was like unloading. I guess they went to the restaurant depot or they went wherever to go pick up all the supplies they need for the weekend or the week,
Mhm.
and they had drums of canola oil.
Yeah.
Horrible for you. Horrible.
They don't eat it.
No, of course not. Disruptors of your endocrine system, disruptors of your microbiome in the gut, and all your good healthy gut bacteria. You do not want that shit. Don't eat it. Don't consume it.
It's true.
Get rid of it. The power of alkalinity. I've heard both sides. I've heard
So-
that alkaline water is good. I've heard alkaline water is bullshit. You hear everybody got their own fucking opinions on things.
So prior to doing what I'm doing now, I used to live and try to neutralize every meal I ate. That's why I used to eat so much vegetables, because green vegetables are supposed to be very high in alkalinity.
Caribbean sea
And-
moss.
Yeah, and lemon, limes, watermelon, stuff like that. So I was heavy into doing that. So I'm only stopping that, but because I loved that, because I'm trying this out right now. But to make sure my blood alkalinity stays a certain number, I definitely believe in that.
Did you know that citrus fruits are some of the most
Alkaline.
No, not even that. Citrus fruits are some of the most contaminated,
Oh,
With
as far as
pesticides?
pesticides, yeah.
heaviest.
I thought you were talking about when
Yeah, no,
alkaline,
no.
because lemon and lime break down as more alkaline than any other fruit.
That's why I tell you put
But-
lemon in your water.
Yes, but I didn't know you were talking about pesticides. Yes,
Scary.
I've heard that, and
I wanna
strawberries
grow my
and
own.
all that
I
shit.
want to grow
yeah.
my own. You could grow your own. You could put them inside. I just don't have any fucking room in my
When I go
apartment.
to
I'm
my
running out of room
parents-
with all the shit I got to do. I got to grow my own
parents moved.
microgreens.
It's true.
I got no room.
My parents moved, and I'm going to see them in a couple of weeks, and they've got their own garden, their fruits, their vegetables, their
No, they don't
peppers,
have that FDA.
everything.
They don't have that.
And I'm just like, they don't know where they at. I've mentioned this to you before, and people think I'm joking. Man, I would love to move. I mean, move completely and just be done with it.
Give us a couple years. Then
live
we'll,
off my land.
you and I will bust down a podcast on a
Telling
Caribbean
you.
island.
Yep.
I'll be the
Hands
token
down.
white boy. It'll be
Hands
great.
down. I got a lot of land.
Yeah.
We'll
Actually,
make it happen.
with the tan I'll get, man.
You gonna be cooked.
Listen,
It's gonna be
man.
good.
Listen, Jay,
Telling you.
I get maple in the summer.
Maple, he
This
says.
yo, I look.
Yo, I love it.
I'm looking at the camera right now. It's not a great look, but once I get a tan, cinnamon with a hint of maple.
Oh my God, you're too funny.
People
bro.
see that arm hanging out, they go, "Damn!"
It's too funny.
And then the power of movement. We know how
Yeah, of
beneficial
course.
movement is. We know how. Get up and move every single day. Doesn't matter. Off day, okay, fine. Go walk. Go walk for 30 minutes. Go get some exercise. Just because it's an off day doesn't mean you can lay on the
My
couch all
job.
day.
That's what I preach.
Yeah, that's it. It's so beneficial to just have that movement in your day, not only for your body, for your mind,
Mhm.
for your fucking mind. I mean, you just we're
I
throwing
always tell people
shit
that
all day.
we've said this before. Like, I myself, I don't use the gym for looks. I use it for my mindset. Like my head, I'm such a like wound up person. I have a lot of anger issues, temper issues. The gym is the cure-all. Gym and kickboxing has always been the cure-all for me. You take those things out of my life, I'm having a hard time, like, just keeping my cool. Like, I blow off at the hinge real quick, real easy. It's literally a lifesaver for me. So, when the way I preach it as the cure, not for looks. I don't do that. You know, you want to come to me, you want to train for a show, okay, I can help you. But I try to instill what the gym does for you, not only just physically, but more so mentally and psychologically, because it's going to keep you in the gym for the rest of your life. You could easily devote yourself to doing the show and go ham right now for the next few months, look great for your show, and then finish and never show back up again unless you want to do another show. Like we don't, I don't preach that. It's a everyday.
It's a
It's
lifelong
your
commitment.
regimen for the rest of your life. It should be. You know what I'm saying? I want to be when you leave me and you finish training with me. I want to be able to take the muzzle off you and let you run wild. And the gym is going to be part of it. What you're going to do on a regular basis.
Pedro's Coolian. I shout him out all the time. He's the homie. We talk on IG every now and then. Super nice guy. Very motivational. Love his stuff. Love his content. He's awesome. His analogy that he used was, what if you were given one car for the rest of your life? From when you first get on this planet to the day you leave. What if you had one car?
How would you treat it?
How would you treat that car?
Exactly.
Would
Your
you,
car's your
get
body.
would you get the tires rotated when they're supposed to? Would you get the oil
course you-
changed at the intervals that you're
course you
supposed to? Not push it off. If you get a dent in that side, would you get that fixed? Like, what would you do?
Mhm.
And
And there's so many people, if they don't look deeper into that question, how many people you see driving around dents in their car, having rotated tires, bald tires, know they need a oil change, not getting it done. That's how they treat their bodies.
sad.
It's true.
I mean, listen,
So-
we all slip up every now and then.
Of
We all slip
course.
up,
Life
but it's
gets you
how
sometimes.
but it's how you come back and you say, like we said, enough is enough. I'm over it. That's where I'm at. See
Agreed.
the kid leaning out,
I see that.
getting my jawline back, get a little separation. We're feeling good. We're feeling good, man.
Telling you, shit, start wearing your thumb on backwards. Hurting the game after that. That's your theme for the summer. I'm wearing my thumb on backwards.
Throw
out
it
this bitch.
backwards.
You know?
I just, I said it. I'll say it again. I lied to myself so many times for the last couple of years, saying I'm gonna get in shape for summer. I'm gonna get in shape for summer. I'm gonna get in shape for summer. I just never tracked my food. I never held myself accountable. I wasn't getting my workouts in. I'll admit, OG has made it a little easier. I go there. I get told what to do for an hour. I'm done. Fucking
Yeah.
done. Boom. And it's a high intensity class. You get to run. You get to do everything in
I
between.
sent a couple of my clients there.
It's dope. It's dope.
Yeah, I tell
I
them,
actually want you to come. Would you come to one? Let's go.
that's my style.
Let's go.
That's what I do.
I'll go. Let's go. Let's get one in.
Ain't that?
So yeah, it's all good shit, man. And some of the other things just as points: Okinawa, Japan; Sardinia in Italy are blue zones for living. So they have some of the longest lifespans.
Oh, of course.
What are they doing there? You know, you have to look into how are they living. They're walking a lot of places. The foods
They're
have a lot.
walking,
The foods
foods
have
are
minimal
clean.
chemicals in them.
Clean as ever, but stress levels
Low.
minimal.
Yep. So you have to be able to really bring that
So
cortisol down.
they're basically making sure that the external and internal stress is at a minimum. So the internal, what you take in, right? The foods, very, very rare do they take in too much processed stuff. Their food is clean. It's
Making all their own
It's
pasta.
organic. It's natural. The whole 9 yards. And then they take a siesta in the middle of the day just to take a nap, unwind. They spend dinners with family, right? And they don't have those. The hustle and bustle is not there, right? They sleep. They get up. You know, weather's nice. Whatever. What it is, internal, external stress. It's just at a minimum.
Yep. Health span versus lifespan. How long you're healthy versus how long you're living.
Mhm.
Big things.
Well, you know, there's like with the gym. You'll say, I tell people what the gym does. The gym, you know, is not necessarily going to add years to your life, but the gym is going to add life to your years. So if you don't have like a lot of, you know, predisposed health issues, like from family genetic issues, You might live a long life, but if you don't work out and you're not active and you don't get up and move, once you hit a certain age, it's gonna be a boring life. You're not gonna be moving around. Your life will have no life. The years of your life will have no life to it.
Yep.
You know?
Couldn't agree more. And the exposome is 90% of chronic disease is driven by environment, which is the exposome, where
Mhm.
you exposed to.
Yep.
Things that you're around. You know, the radiation from cell phones, this and that. Trying so hard not to put this in my pocket anymore. I really am trying to protect my balls. I'm trying so hard not to put this in my pocket anymore. I'm so close to just fucking buying a the crossbody bag and looking mad European with my cuts in my shoulders and my white ass arms.
Just get a book bag. Get a regular book bag.
I got book bags. It's just,
Throw it in your book bag.
It's just too much. It's too big. I don't want all that
Book
shit.
bag.
man.
Get a small book bag. You see my gym bag? My gym bag is
How
small.
small?
It's a book bag.
How
It's one of
small?
those little army bags, just like
Like
this
this?
big. That's it.
Like this?
Just throw my bag in there. Well, I throw my phone in there when I'm, whatever.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to get this out of my
Phones, bro.
pocket.
I
man.
hate it.
I know. I love it because
It makes life easy, I'll admit.
Oh my god!
But then again, it
so
stresses
hard.
you to fuck. Yo, I got to shut my phone off at night,
Oh, me too.
right? Because at one point in my career, I would sit there and if I heard the phone vibrate, I'm up. It's work, it's business, it's money, it's clients, whatever. I got to the point where I'm like, yo, man, get this phone away from me. Like the moment I walk in the crib, I just want to just get this thing away from me. I don't want to see it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to look at it.
That's what that dude
Nothing,
Bedros
yo.
does. He doesn't accept any unsolicited calls. So if somebody calls him at a time that we didn't schedule a call, he don't pick it up.
Yeah,
When he gets home, his priority is his family. He is no longer available.
It's difficult because I deal with clients all day long.
Yes.
Right? And there's many times I pull up to the gym and I'll have like 4 clients straight. I just want to leave my phone right in the center console and just go right into work. But I can't because I have to,
Somebody else, this and that. It's
tough.
It's very tough.
It's tough.
It's very tough. And then we will leave off on this. Be constantly aware, stand guard at the door of your mind. So preaching, don't let these motherfuckers stress you out. Don't let these people get the best of you. Don't let people affect or take your energy or affect your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You stay strong. You stay on task and on goal for what you have to do. If someone comes in to challenge you, what did I say the other day? I put that TikTok clip up that went crazy. No one stresses me on my phone that I pay for. I pay for that phone. And, some people go, oh, tough guy, this and that. No,
it's not about being tough.
It's not about being tough.
Why has everybody got to have?
Yeah, everyone wants their fucking 2 cents. Yeah, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's not me being tough. I even put a video up the next morning. I was at class 6 a.m. I go, ain't nobody acting tough. I'm in a very Zen flow state. I'm about to get my workout in.
I don't understand that. It's like me wanting to defend my mother or the females in my
from
life.
the example that we put up a while back.
And I think I can beat the world. That's not what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I didn't say nothing about winning.
No, you're laying
I
it
said
all
defending. That's all I said.
And you're laying it all
I
down.
didn't say nothing about beating everybody's ass. I said I'm going to fight for them. That's it. I'm a tough guy.
Yeah, crazy. Well, that's part of
Get
what's
the
wrong
fuck
with our
outta here,
society
man.
too. That makes you a
That
tough
shit is-
guy. The fuck up. Stay on the internet.
I'm just
'cause
a guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Stay on the internet because you'd never say that to my face. So anyway, be the gatekeeper of what you consume. That's
100%.
relationships. That's people. That is business. That is content. A lot of the top content producers, if it's not a podcast or not something that's motivational, not something that's a book, an audio book, or a video series of interviews or whatnot, something that's educational and going to better you, they say all the time, are you consuming more than you're creating? Think about that.
Mhm.
Are you sitting there mindlessly scrolling,
yeah.
just being one of these fucking cocomelon babies that just sit there and just stare and drool into space? Or are you creating things for yourself and for real content,
Yeah.
not the bullshit fluff?
Yeah.
It's things to think about.
Yeah. I love it.
Anyway,
Love it.
I think this episode, I'm gonna check right now. It's been good, man. It's been a while since we got into rant a little bit, rip and rant. Let's see, what episode is this? They all blend together. Now that I'm doing like a couple a week here and there, it's number
Like that.
55. This is
Wow,
number
that's
55.
great.
Yeah, there were a couple weeks where I was low key. I didn't get to rip the episodes. I was traveling, just
all right.
tired, just this and that. I got a couple new processes to make my life a little easier on the back ends. This way I can my biggest issue was getting the video out at the same time as the audio because audio I could chop up quick. I have my plugins, I know what I want to sound like, this and that, and we don't cut anything out from the middle. It's just it's raw, it's real, it's what we
Yeah.
talk about. So unless that's like there's some fucking asinine thing that slips up and we're just like, I can't do it. It's never happened and it never will. But yeah, I just the video because to watch the entire podcast again and have to cut the cameras back and forth the entire time, it took me hours. So I have new processes in line that are making my life a little easier. So I can get the video out the same time as the
Yeah.
podcast audio. So yeah, so this will we'll probably release this tomorrow. So y'all will hear this tomorrow. And episode 55 with my brother, Big J Money,
Love you, boy.
Batman himself, into the Batcave. For all y'all listening, appreciate you. But till next time, peace.